OG, we OG. Oh no, G. You're not bullish enough, yeah. Oh no, you're not bullish enough. You ain't got the oh no. I get stoned by the bolo. Bitcoin set to overload, yeah. Experts on reload, yeah. You're not bullish enough, yeah. Oh no, you're not bullish enough. You ain't got the oh no. I get stoned by the bolo. Bitcoin set to overload. Experts on reload. Mempool getting hot. Everybody wanna rock, ayy. Runes is coming, everybody on a knot, ayy. It's a nuisance, Ordinal Revolution, ayy. Ordinal Revolution. Yo, it's my guy for real, bro. Got friends right now. Yo, BRC 420, bro. Yo, that shit on fire, bro. Imagine if he in here. Yeah, lock it in the seal. Murder. I got balls of steel. Nookies on the field. Yeah, this shit for real. With no calls, I get so far. Got 100 phone calls that I go hard, and they gon' love me. Smoke weed, huddle back. I get shiesty. Where my Bitcoin looking lovely. Started Satoshi's nothing above me. Bitcoin's alive, what you gon' do? Mempool fees are high. Ordinal. Where does it stop? Nobody knows. It's a revolution, ayy. Bitcoin is the one, no substitution, ayy. With Shizzy and Yagobi, it's Ordinal Revolution.
Welcome back to Ordinal Revolution. My name is Shizzy. On this channel, we cover the entire Bitcoin Ordinal ecosystem. What is up, guys? We have an amazing show for you guys today. We're live for the Ordinal Hour, and this one's going to be an amazing one, guys, because not only is it Tap Tuesday, we're going to have the builders from Tap at 12 o'clock, 1 hour from right now. We have some amazing stuff to talk about Ordinals-wise, and less so amazing macro stuff, right? So we do have stuff going on beyond our control. An historic strike is underway at U.S. ports. This is a big deal. And this is why the markets are showing, downward spiral today, right? But this is only temporary. I feel like this is going to get resolved. October has historically been the strongest month for Bitcoin. So we're going to get into that. We got a lot of charts to look at. Just a lot of really good stuff in the show. I was putting together the show notes and stuff for today, and it's going to be a fun one, guys. So without further ado, we bring in my partner here, as always, Mr. Yagobi. What's up, buddy?
What's going on?
Bro, I don't think you're bullish enough. I don't think so, bro.
Me? You need to talk about these paper hands that are selling. They're not bullish enough. I hope that they sell and lose and cry later. So yeah, I'm bullish enough. I know what's coming. So I'm here. I got the energy. We're gonna get through this little blip. That's what I'm calling it right now, until further confirmations. But yeah. So
yeah, man. I'll try to get right into it because there is a lot of macro news today. A historic strike is underway at U.S. ports, and the impact on global supply chains could be huge. 45,000 U.S. port workers have officially gone on strike. So it's all over the coast. It's from Maine all the way down to Texas. Everything that comes in from the seas is being kind of like put on hold right now. This is a big deal. If this doesn't get resolved shortly, we might see a lot of layoffs, which is going to cause a lot of bad economic data for Jerome Powell.
Yeah, it's going to take a little bit of time for that to build up, but not as long as you'd think, right? I think you were reading something in pre-show prep about, how it would take probably maybe like a 4-month turnaround to actually start seeing the effect, right?
Well, no. So he said if after 1 week, you're going to see a lot of the auto manufacturers kind of lay off salespeople because there's no cars in stock. In 2 weeks, you're going to start seeing like Walmart and Target shelves not being stocked, and then 3 weeks, you're going to see a full decay of just not having anything imported. 3 weeks of the ports being shut down it could cause a bigger supply shortage than COVID.
Yeah. Well, I mean, with the election coming around the corner, I would imagine that they would try to get this resolved as quick as possible.
Yeah.
The sitting, administration, right? Because that's going to make them look horrible.
Yeah.
Heading into next
Sitting
month.
is the right word for that. Sitting on their hands, doing nothing. But yeah. But if we lose our monetization, no, I'm just kidding. But what's your last thing on this? Do you think this needs to get resolved by next week, right? Otherwise, we could see more downward.
Yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of voices from corporate that start to come out if this doesn't get resolved quickly, right? So I do expect it to get resolved. So I don't know like how much of this is like unions and stuff as well, right?
More union, yeah.
Yeah, because that's going to be like a lot more on the East Coast and stuff that's more unionized versus like something like Texas, right? I know that they're here too, but yeah, but getting it resolved is probably the number one issue with everybody that's involved with politics right now, right? And so I think that's going to be a big objective and priority. So I don't know. I think we got to wait for a couple of days to see, if this is really going to string out. If it does, that's bad news for everybody.
In the words of Kamala Harris, you have to thank a union member for this red day. So
that wasn't in the script.
We'll move on here. Bitcoin September close $63,302. 8th month in the 60 to 70K range. Let me show you Plan B's stock to flow here because we do have a brand new dot, and I think I froze up a little bit. There
you are.
I'm back. All right, cool. So anytime I share my screen, it kind of does that. But all right, so this is the Plan B stock to flow. We see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 red dots now in this little cluster. And as you can see, normally, we do cluster a little bit in the beginning, but it's usually an upward momentum cluster. Especially on this last one. What do you think about the sideways turn? We did have, a pump up into this, so we didn't really have that before. It was kind of a thing and sideways and then same thing. What do you think about this little sideways cluster?
Yeah, he hasn't put the September dot up yet because that's going to be a little bit higher, right?
No, it's there.
You sure the September one? Yep. Okay. All right. Yeah, I mean, I'm ready for a vertical. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Right. Enough of this red horizontal dot business. We need some vertical red dots.
Yep.
It's definitely looking a bit more clustered than it has previous cycles. But in October, here's the deal. The reason why I asked that is because I did expect it to be a little bit higher than August because September was actually one of our best performing Septembers. If you look at the percentage gain. And you can see October always, follows September with green. And especially if there was a good performing September, it's usually good performing October as well.
Yeah. I actually do have that chart here. It's this one right here. So that's actually our next topic. October has historically been the strongest month for Bitcoin with an average return of 23% and a median return of 28% for the month. So as you can see here, we're upper 8% in September, even though it didn't feel that way. But October, look at all the Octobers. And you had 2 bad Octobers, but both of them were in bear market years.
Yeah.
Right. So that was bear market years because it's 2016. So they were both in bear market years. We've never gotten a red in a bull market. And as you can see, every time we had a green September, we've had 3 good months after that. So we are looking, if history repeats or at least rhymes, we could definitely see 4 green months in a row.
Yeah, I'm expecting something similar to 2 cycles ago, the halving year, which was 2016, I believe. If you look there, you can see a 15% increase from September to October. But the reason why is if you look at the previous year to that, it was a whopping 33% in 2015, right? And if you look here in 2023, that's kind of similar numbers to 2015, right? Which is a pre-halving year. So we could get something. Obviously, I'm going off of rhyming, right? There's other variables that could change things, but the good news is if you look at the halving years, there's never been less than double-digit gain. So that's a good trend.
Yeah, that's true because the last halving year was obviously 2020 up 28%. The year before that was 2016 up 15%.
Yep.
And we don't have a 2012 because it wasn't being really measured yet. But yeah, for sure. I'm definitely looking forward to October. I think we're gonna have 2 weeks of sideways, but I do think we finish October, up 10-20%. And I think November, once November 5th is gone, I think we could see a run up, because I think that's the problem too, is a lot of uncertainty right now. I feel it, but we did have uncertainty in 2020 as well, and probably 2016, because that's the year when Trump won. So I don't know.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Yeah, definitely. But those are definitely good trends that we saw. So
Yeah.
sometimes whenever there's a good month, it doesn't start off good. I was talking to you about that in prep, right? In talking about how like the first week can be like a disaster, but then the next 3 weeks or week and a half to end the month is great. And then people forget
Yeah.
and they say, "Oh man, October was amazing," because it does end like a percentage up, right? Like an increase. And so that's what I'm thinking here, because I definitely am still thinking October. But look, we just got in. It's October 1st. We ended September kind of sour and poor. So it ended the month, even though the overall percentage gain is still there. It's still kind of a bad taste, right?
100%. Yeah, man. So Fed Chairman Jerome Powell said Monday that the recent half percentage point interest rate cut shouldn't be interpreted as sign that the future moves will be aggressive. Powell expressed confidence in economic strength and sees inflation continuing to cool. So he's saying don't expect another half point cut here. What do you think? What do you think about this? And the markets are looking for another half point cut in November. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I was reading something. I forgot who stated it, but I think it was a firm or something that stated they expect a 50 bip cut again.
Yeah.
But with Powell coming out and saying that, I don't know. Probably don't expect it, right? If it comes from his mouth, probably don't expect a 50-point cut again. Maybe a 25 though. Usually, when you start cutting, you don't stop, right, for a while.
Yeah, no, it's going to be a rate cut cycle. I'm expecting a 25 basis cut for November, depending on how long this strike lasts. If this strike is pressure, then he might try to relieve some this way as well. So, but let's just go back to from February 2022 when they started raising rates. They did 0.75 and then 0.5 and then 0.5 again, and then 0.25, 0.25, 0.25. So he did start off strong, and it was 2 months in a row. But it was the first one was always was bigger on the hike. So I'm kind of expecting the same thing here. I think the first one was the biggest, and then they're going to kind of go 0.25 the rest of the way, because we can go a whole year of 0.25, and that would just get us down to 2-3%.
Yeah, knocking off 2-3%, right, of what the interest is going to be, because I don't think we're going to probably ever see the low numbers that we saw in COVID in terms of.
Well, that was zero.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, like people are refinancing their mortgages, I think, for like 2-3% and stuff like that. So
yeah, I got ours for like 1.7. So
yeah.
I mean, when we refinanced, so I mean, it was super low.
Exactly. But hey, having those rate cuts consistently month over month, that's definitely going to open up more liquidity capital from, huge corporations borrowing to make more money. That's really what kind of spurs the economy and gets things going again.
Hey, man. Michael Dell just filed to sell 1.2 billion worth of Dell stock. So when you own that much, you have to file. You can't just go out and sell it. You have to basically tell the shareholders, hey, I'm selling 1.2 billion of my stock. What do you think he's going to do with this money? He's been tweeting about Bitcoin. He's never came out and said he has bought Bitcoin. Is this his first big buy here?
I hope so. Right. I think it's also probably a good time to sell some stock because, the stock market's hurting right now, as well as he probably sold it right before, or I don't know. Is it already done, or is it he filed to sell?
He filed to do it, so he hasn't been able to do it yet. So the file went in yesterday. It's probably going to be a few days before he actually does a sale, because I don't think they sell it all at once. I think it's like broken up, so it doesn't affect the market. Because 1.2 billion, you could really dump the stock down to like 2%, because everyone's trying to. Because it's not just his money, but everyone's going to try to front run that. especially the traders. And you could definitely see something. So it'll be broken down to where it really doesn't affect the markets too much. But yeah, he's selling some stock. Dell hasn't really done too well this year. I mean, only really the 5 tech stocks has done amazing, but it's not like it's not down. But I just feel like Dell has kind of like they haven't bought Bitcoin, and I'm thinking maybe he wants to, but the board won't let him. So he's like, screw it, I'll just sell down and I'll buy it myself. So I don't know. I don't know.
I
But
mean,
yeah,
I think we can only hope, right? I mean, he talked about it before, 3 months ago, 4 months ago. So that would be
Yeah.
great. I wouldn't be shocked, and I wouldn't be shocked if other CEOs kind of follow suit.
Yeah. 4 years ago, Michael Saylor started buying in August, and he started telling people in October. So he actually didn't put the tweet out until October that MicroStrategy bought Bitcoin. So I don't know. Maybe Michael Dell has been doing the same thing. I mean, someone's been buying, right, these last couple of months. So I could definitely see it being them and kind of maybe announcing it this month as well. Maybe he just wants to buy some for himself.
Maybe.
It's all speculation at the end of the day, but kind of get into our main topic here today. Who's selling Bitcoin? Take advantage now or wait for cheaper prices? What do you think?
Take advantage now. The problem is whenever you try to time the market and try to get cheaper and cheaper and cheaper, you end up missing because it's never going to bounce back up whenever you want it to, right? You can use all the TA in the world. Yeah, maybe you'll catch it, you'll get lucky, but statistically, you're not going to be able to. So people that really believe in Bitcoin, that's the whole DCA concept, right? Is doing that. But yeah, I really think that this is just, I don't want to use the word correction because I don't think it's there yet. I think if we get below 60K, then it's for sure a correction. We're at 62,000, hovering around 62,000, low 62,000 right now. We did dip below 62,000 not long ago. But yeah, if you're going to wait for cheap prices, then you're just going to end up missing it, in my opinion. Because I've been in that situation too, and I've missed, and it jumped up whenever I didn't expect it to. And so DCA for me is the best strategy that I've used.
Yeah. Who do you think is selling right now? Do you think it's just Wall Street? Do you think people are just, Bitcoin's obviously looked at as a risk on stock, right? So when you want to go risk on, when rates get cut for that instance and stuff like that, you kind of go risk on. But right now with the with the strike happening, the uncertainty of November 5th, do you think it's maybe the bigger guys taking risk off?
I mean, I just think this is like trading, like big firms that are trying to profit off of swinging back and forth, right? Whenever there's a push up, they let kind of that ferment a bit, then get people really bullish, and you see the fear and greed meter jump up, and then they kind of start talking to each other, and then they start filling in these short positions. Obviously eventually that won't work, right, once we're in full throttle. But this is stuff that they're good at shorting, trading stocks, right? Like whenever you saw with GameStop up until whenever the public decided to go against them, right? So I just think this is a lot of that market makers, just trying to get every ounce of degens money before they can't, right? Because there's going to be a period where degens will win, right? Just these degens that gamble on trading, they're going to win for a couple months, and then they're going to start losing again in the beginning of the year, and then they'll have another time period in the spring of 2025 where they will really win, but then they lose. So I think that's what's happening right now. It's just kind of getting the balance kind of swung back a little bit, liquidate some of these overly bullish longs, and that's my kind of thought process on this.
Yeah, you're right. I think there's a lot of leverage in the system that shouldn't be there, and I think that has to get wiped out before we can kind of take that move forward. It kind of happens every single time. If you're too bullish too early, you get hit. You get hit hard. So, but yeah, once that leverage is pretty much down to a normal rate, that's when I think the big boys start going in a little harder, because they played neutral most of the time until they don't no more, and that's when the market dictates what happens. So But moving on here, it's kind of getting to the Bitcoin fear and greed. Let's bring that up real quick. So last week we're at a 54. Yesterday we were at a 61. We're obviously lower in that. So what do you think we are?
I think we're at like a 51.
Dude, you are pretty much on
Oh, I'm
50.
getting better.
Dude,
Getting better.
that was dead on. I mean, you can't. I mean, plus or minus one. I mean, come on. But yeah, we got a 50 here. Yeah. So we're back in the yellow. We were in the green pretty much the last three days, including Friday. But yeah, taking a little bit of a step back, but this is probably okay.
Yeah. I'm surprised we're not lower than that though. But I said 51, 10 points down, just because if it was right now, we'd probably be at like 40, just because of the price of Bitcoin right now. But yeah, I'm just trying to take a look here at October, the beginning of October in 2020, kind of what that looked like, right? That was a COVID year though, right? And so because the COVID started in the beginning of 2020.
Yeah.
But you know, I just want to kind of show this to kind of give people an idea of where we are if we were to put kind of last cycle where we are right now. So you can see here, right here is that October, where October starts, and it really starts to go up, but still a little bit of choppiness right here. And then it really starts to hike up here in the middle of October. Now, it's not going to be exact same, right? But that is where we are if we were to just kind of put a template of, you know, where we are today. This is that time frame of
that is a lot of sideways there if you think about it.
Well, this is September though, and then so October starts here. So that was probably a horrible circle that I drew. It's more like this. Which that looks good now, right? But the beginning days were red candles, right? So this is a daily chart. So you can see, you know, definitely a couple, 2, 3 red candles, and then some green and another red, and then it was really green up. So, you know, maybe we hit more of that October in the second week, third week of the month, but we'll see.
Yeah, man. Let's get into that Bitcoin price action that everyone's been dreading this entire time. No, I'm just kidding. But it's brought to you guys by the great people at BitPerp. BitPerp is going to be one of the leading leverage exchange trading platforms in the Bitcoin ecosystem. They're going to be letting you trade, you know, Mr. Yen on 100x, if depending on how degen you want to be. They will have probably 90 to 80% of the tokens you trade on a daily basis that are ordinals and runes and stuff like that. So definitely looking forward to BitPerp and their trading competition, which is coming out in 2 weeks. We just got the paperwork yesterday saying the date, so we can get that finalized and let you guys know as soon as possible. So look out for that.
Yep. All right, guys, let's jump into it. Before we do, if you are on the YouTube side, please smash that like for us. Subscribe if you're not subscribed to the channel, and turn those notifications on so you know when we go live. And on the X side, guys, hit that like as well and share the space for us, as it helps a ton. But yeah, as you can see here, you know, down only on the hour chart here, you can see this sell pressure is starting to build up with the MACD. Just kind of started like an hour ago, it looks like. And then, but, you know, we had some bounce back late yesterday, very, very early this morning. And then, man, we just really shot down. You know, I see a lot of people saying 62,300 is that price point that, you know, it's going to bounce off of. We'll see. It got below 61 or 62,000, high 61,000s about like 20 minutes ago. Really, we don't know, you know, when the bleeding is going to stop, because if this news is really that impactful. Plus, also options, I believe, you know, options are expiring Friday, I believe. So, you know, there's a lot of manipulation in terms of outside variables. You know, for the rest of the day, I do expect kind of bouncing around. I think that this sell down to 61.9 was pretty significant, but still, you know, I don't think it turns around right away. So probably some more downside, 61.5 around there. And then on the 8-hour chart, you can see, man, this looks bad for an 8-hour chart. That's for sure. You know, the sell pressure still looks really, really strong on the MACD. We just entered into oversold territory not long ago. So I don't want to stay bearish here, because there was a lot of positive momentum in our ecosystem, and things can switch really quick, right? But it is October 1st, so let's not say this is over for October, because I think that mid month, week and a half into October is where it could possibly turn around. I still am on. I mean, if you saw the chart that you showed earlier, month over month, October has never had a red month following a green September, right? So I think we just got to kind of get through this little rebalancing, is what I will call it for now. But that's what I'm seeing right now on the 8-hour. We'll give it a couple more days, because it's not looking great right now, but this could kind of turn if we get the higher time frames to switch over.
Yeah, I mean, it really depends on too. I mean, we could get a pump if they get this this crisis settled at the ports, right? So I mean, that's a big deal. So, but I think that's think that's why we're down today, and I think we're going to continue to be down until this gets settled. And it sucks, but macro is a big deal nowadays. So
Yeah, well, I mean, I just think like the TA that it was Rick, right? Rick Boa,
yeah,
yeah,
yep,
that he showed
Gamboa.
yesterday. I mean, it makes a lot of sense, right? So,
Yeah,
yeah, I think a lot of these outside variables, yes, this has something to do with the price action, but this was expected as well from a lot of traders that I also follow as well. So they were looking for it to bounce off certain price points, and that 62.3 was one of them. But that doesn't mean it bounces right then, right? Like it hovers down, because it's going to sell down even further, especially if there's like bearish momentum short term, and then it kind of gets back to that range and then goes back up. But we need confirmation for sure.
100%.
Yep.
All right. Let's kind of get into that roll call. Let's see who's here. First is first. Tim. I mean, dude, it's been all week. This guy is just ripping everybody. Come on, guys. You can't let Tim. Even Yasher came out and says, "Hell, guys, someone stop Tim Baker. Like, someone stop."
I was
this
gonna
guy."
read that, because like I read that this morning. I was like, okay, yeah, dude, I love how competitive they are with it. Like they just want to be first. That's our community, man. Competitive. They show
Yep.
up every day.
So congratulations. I mean, he was 3 hours ahead of everybody. So he's just waiting for that. Chief Axel, the number 2 spot. Love that guy. Mr. Hanky, the Christmas poo. He loves me and I love you. Mike's World is here. Shout out to Mike's World. That's my guy right there. Lackey Lukey with his Billy Cat. Shout out to you, my friend. Yo, check your Billy Cat's value, guys, because one just sold for like 3K. So check the rarity on those things before you guys list them. And then Reziak, of course, yeah, sure. I said him already, but I'll say him again. It's our guy, one of our mods. He really takes care of us and does a really great job. So Reziak, Webdro, Danny Boy, another one of our mods. Appreciate Danny, PJNZ, Ordinals tweets, and Ordinals chips.
There you
he
go.
Said love and selling. The twins, man. They're always twinning. They're about 5 minutes apart.
I don't
every day.
get this. Are they the same person? Because there's no way that they could just be like back to back like that all the time.
5 minutes, dude. Maybe they hit each other up. Maybe they're friends. I don't know. Like, yeah, we got to get on that, bro. All right, let's get it. But Mempool Punk is here. Patty Poo, the Bitcoin machine himself. So what's up? Fleur Cat 20 mint is alpha. Don't fade it. Yeah, I minted some of that Fleur. Did you mint Fleur?
I didn't. No, I probably should have.
It's only like 12%. You have plenty of time. Almost done. 21 says afternoon Ordi Rev. Best part of my afternoons. Looking forward to hearing about DGens in space. Shout out to you. Almost done. 71. I hope you're almost done at 71. Shout out to you, my friend. Joko is here. Admir Daywood. Trait. When will Dog be listed on Binance? I think it'll be Tuesday. Then we got No is here. Shout out to No. He said, "Stay in the damn car. We're almost there. Shush." I wish he would have put. I'll turn this damn car around. Shout out to No. Chain Watchers here. John here. Shout out to my guy right there. Patrick Nand is here. Patrick, you definitely made roll call before. And now I'm thinking about it. I definitely said your name before. Shout out to you, my friend. Thank you for being here. Steamy J is here. Mark from Launch Punks. Are they joining us later?
Yes, they are.
Awesome. Bitmap News is here. Says GM gents. How would you sell Bitmap to a president? I don't know. That's a good question. But maybe let's get into that. How would you sell Bitmap to a president?
I would ask him for I don't know. I tell him I'd put the White House on his Bitmap for him. Somehow
you got a 3D image of a White House, and maybe that'll give them luck to get into the real White House. That's what I would say. Fixed is here. Hi, Shizzy. Hey, Mr. Yagobi. PZ, what up? Will we use Merlin to wrap BTC for BTC pairs on tap, or we have native BTC pairs? Maybe we'll ask Tom that later. I Walk Alone is here. Ant-Man is here. Ola R. Everything is dumping, guys. Yes. And we got Cash Cats always with the GM, the coffee and the donuts and the dog go to the moon. Shout out to you, my friend. Nighthawk is here. He said, Mr. Yagobi, keep those great CGI videos coming.
That's not CGI, bro.
CGI.
That's not CGI. That's me in the flesh, man. Nah, I'm just kidding. Those memes are addicting. I just want to say that. So they're gonna keep. I'll keep them coming.
Amen. Rick G is here. Then we have from NSK. As I said before, get ready for Rectober. Woo! That suck. Set Billionaire is here. Eduardo BV is here. Are you minting Fleur? I minted some yesterday. I minted like 2,000. Bebe is here. Cash Cats is in the building Tuesday. He said Tuesday. And then Cyber Beats Labs. When I say Tuesday, I don't mean like next Tuesday. I just mean it'll be a Tuesday. It's always a Tuesday and things. Yeah. So, but that is your roll call for today, guys. Appreciate 260 people watching in here right now. Appreciate every single one of you guys, man. Let's get it. You guys are showing up on red days. You guys are showing up and not the happiest time in the markets, and you guys are the one who's going to win. I promise you that. This time next year, you're going to look back to this moment and be like, damn, I'm glad I was there when nobody else was. Shout out to you guys.
Yes, sir.
All right. Let's kind of get into our stimulus check. You ready?
Yes. Let's get it. I need
Magic Eden will be launched through a first of its kind mobile token claim inside Magic Eden Wallet. So how it's going to happen is it's going to be a claim through the Magic Eden Wallet. So if you do have it on your PC, you will have to upload it to the wallet. But I'm hearing that you're going to be able to connect all your accounts first and then just upload that one account to that wallet or put the seed phrase in that one wallet. So if you connect all your accounts, let's just say you have a bunch of different Magic Eden accounts like I do, or all your wallets, if you can just connect them to the same Magic Eden, they'll register and kind of put all your diamonds in one, and then you just take those seed phrase of one of those wallets, put it into a Magic Eden mobile wallet, then you'll be able to claim on there. But what they're going to do first, before they give you a token, they're going to do a test token to make sure this works properly. So you're going to receive a test token, and a lot of people are saying that this is going to be like a meme coin. And this is going to be like Magic Eden's like meme coin. So their test token could be worth something. So they're not only going to airdrop you this test token, but then you'll get the ME token probably in November.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, I'm excited about this. I think a lot of people have been waiting for this. Everybody loves free money, right?
Yeah.
But the test token part is interesting. It's interesting.
Yeah.
It's Magic Eden is the biggest digital artifacts and NFT platform now. Like, it's not, in my opinion, I don't think it's going to be close for this cycle. So this could be a huge get, but we'll do a tutorial video on how to do this, because I think that's going to be important. How to, consolidate all the wallets together and then do the one seed phrase. I think that's going to be like very, very important.
So a problem with the tutorial is how we're going to be able to show the phone. Because it is a mobile wallet.
That is
Maybe
true.
We can just do step by step of how to do it.
And plus we can kind of talk about it, and we'll figure it out.
You know what? I can do a screen share on my phone and just show that video of me doing it, and we can kind of walk through it.
Exactly.
All right, sounds good. But yeah, guys, but I do think that this test token is going to have value, and obviously, ME is a Solana token. Magic Eden was Solana only marketplace in the very beginning. They are very loyal to Solana, so their token is going to be a Solana token, but there's rumors that it could be bridged over to Runes and bridged over to Ethereum and stuff like that as well. So, but it's going to start as a Solana token, but the first of its kind test token is going to be the first the first mobile wallet claim. It's going to have actual value, I think. So not only will you get, you're going to get the same amount of test tokens as you are Magic Eden. So that's going to be a way for you to just kind of see how many this test token, how many tokens you're going to get by the test token. But the test token is obviously going to have a lot lower value than the ME token. What do you think about all that?
Well, I mean, if it's going to have any value at all, I think that's great, right? Because I think it's a good way to incentivize people to test for them, right? Because
Yeah.
not everybody's going to do this, right? But
No.
you know, um, but will everybody get the test token even if you don't participate?
So I'm hearing it's the same exact amount as Magic Eden. So the ME token, so it's basically the same thing. So if you don't claim it, you kind of lose out on it, right?
Gotcha.
So, but everyone's going to claim the Magic Eden token, but it's kind of stupid not to
Yeah,
claim it because it could have, it could be, an eighth or even a 16th of the value of the ME token, and I mean that's still valuable.
yeah, I agree. So it'd be stupid not to do it. Plus, I mean, you're educating yourself on how to claim once you're ready for that. So,
Yeah,
um, yeah, so go do that, guys. I think it's a no brainer.
yeah, and we'll have it here. We'll let you guys know when it is and everything. So just keep watching us. I'm definitely going to do it. I have over 200,000 diamonds. I don't know how many tokens that's going to be, but it is a nice stimulus for everyone who's bought ordinals. So it is obviously a Solana token, but at the end of the day, Magic Eden wallet, you can do Solana, you can do Ethereum, and you can do Bitcoin. So once you convert that to Bitcoin, like I think most of us will, you can buy ordinals with it, or you can buy runes with it. So that's pretty cool, right from the wallet. So
Yep. It's smart that they're doing this, by the way, with the mobile
yeah,
wallet to force people to download it and start using it. And
yeah, it's incentive.
if people like it, they'll start using it for cross chain swaps and stuff like that.
100%. News from Ordsar. They tweeted GM Farm Wars. Time to lock in. Rune 122 etched on block 84,000, which was the halving block. Supply, what's that? 1 billion?
Yeah, 1 billion.
Yeah, 1 billion. Senzar noties on. So if you do have an Ordzar pass, or if you've used Ordzar in the past or Odin swap, potentially you're going to get airdropped some of these tokens. Ordzar is definitely a token that I want to hold long term. I'm very bullish on Nikib. I'm very bullish on what they're building over there. They're building this new degen reality where you're going to be able to do some crazy stuff using Odin swap. And Ordzar is an amazing marketplace. I think it's one of the most underrated marketplaces we have. One of the earliest marketplaces we have too. I mean, besides Magic Eden and a few others, I mean, that's a launch pad in the beginning, and then it became a marketplace.
Yeah, 100%, man. Those guys, led by Nikib, they could have just lost interest, right? Because the way that they started, there was no revenue, right? And I know that Nikib had some pretty good connections to kind of help get it going and maintain. But what he's good at is managing that a project, right? And so what he was able to do is find users. And now, like, whenever I met with him in Singapore, we had lunch together, and he was telling me that there was the users that he didn't even know was using it, and they had such creative ways to use it, with different membership passes and stuff like that. So yeah, shout out to those guys, shout out to Nikib, shout out to Francis, his right hand man, and that whole team for really turning Ordzar into a big player in our space, right? So I'm excited for this. I'm excited for their rune. I'm excited for the future of Ordzar. So guys, check it out, and be ready for this.
You met Francis of Ordzar?
Yeah, I did. Really, really cool guy.
I picture him being 6'2", 6'3", and skinny. Am I right?
No.
Okay.
I mean, he's not skinny. He's probably kind of like
gotcha.
me, kind of a little hefty,
Gotcha.
but not fat. But
his
anyways.
voice sounds like he's very skinny. I don't know why I think that, but I for some reason I always pictured him being the opposite of Nikib. I love Nikib, by the way, and that's my guy. But.
Yeah. Cool people.
All right. Yeah. So yesterday we did a review of Pizza Swap. Being 12 hours later, do you still feel the same way? Our review came out it was a little bit on the negative side to say the least. I kind of slept on it a little bit and I'm a big fan of blockchain racing club, and he's been a big proponent of Unisat and this Pizza Swap, but 12 hours sitting on it, I definitely feel a little different. But it's still the 2 weeks bothers me and stuff like that. But how do you feel?
Yeah, so towards the end of that recording last night, I was kind of thinking a little bit more on the lines of, let's give them some more time. I just didn't really understand why they launched it the way they did, but it is what it is. I just need more time to see, or like I need to see more, I guess, in a short period of time, I think. But yes, look, Unisat has been a major player marketplace in our space for a very long time. So I know that what they're capable of. I just don't know, what the swap is capable of on functionality and stuff, because we haven't had a seamless flowing product from them with that. I
Yeah.
still have sats locked in the layer one modular swap, and I want to get those out, but I can't. Right. And so it's just kind of, I think, like piggybacked off of that. But Unisat has shown what they can do with the traditional marketplace. They created the first one that, in my opinion, was the easiest to use, and created the highest initial like BRC20 trading volume. So because of that, I think that we still got to give them the respect, and let's give them a little bit more time and see what happens.
I 100% agree. Yeah. We're big fans of Lorenzo. We're big fans of Fractal Bitcoin, and at the end of the day, we're users of the platform, and we have the right to feel a certain way when we're kind of expecting something to be great because we feel like they are amazing builders, right? We feel like they are the top echelon of this ecosystem, and for them to put out a unsatisfactory product, it's a little bit disappointing, but we'll get over it. We're big boys. We can handle it.
Yep, I agree.
All right, jumping over to Unisat Explorer now. Sporting it. So I think that's what it is. I think their attention kind of drifted from building on PizzaSwap to Cat, and I think that's one of the problems. But if that's not a problem to me, that's kind of all right, guys. This new thing's out. Let's stop what you're doing and get on this, because very quickly, Cat 20 is now a part of their entire Explorer. You can kind of see it up. It's up here, but it's also, you can see the 24-hour percentage wise, and you can kind of see it. It's in the transactions and stuff like that. So they've updated it fully where Cat 20s are now in the Explorer. They're really showcasing Cat 20s, and obviously Runes drops at block 84,000, which I think is Monday of next week. So yeah. So what do you think about them kind of implementing it pretty quickly? I mean, we're only about 10 days in the Cat 20s.
Yeah, but are they showing the balance of wallet address balances, or what
I
is
haven't tried.
I'm looking. Yeah, I don't see it.
Yeah.
I don't see it in
Okay.
here. So what's the integration?
The integration is the 24-hour transaction count, active addresses. Like they're fully on with it. Like they have, and I think in the transactions right here, latest transactions, they're following it as well.
Gotcha. So they just don't have it synced up to the each wallet yet, basically.
So if you put your wallet address in, does your cat balance show up or no?
No, it does not.
Okay. Maybe that's the next thing. But as of right now, you can definitely see all the transactions happening. So, and the fees everyone's paying and stuff. 45 cents for it. How do you feel with that? 45 cents for a transaction right now. Is that a lot of money? Or is that pretty cheap?
I mean, if it was Bitcoin, it'd be cheap, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm still trying to get used to the values of FB and SAT, because like when I see SATs, it's not SATs, right? So
no.
SATs per VByte over here is different. But they have a spot for runes as well, right? So in my my mind is kind of going here, and I'm like, okay, so what is, like, I feel like we're doing the same thing that we did on Bitcoin over here.
Yeah.
Like, like we got runes, we got BRC20s, we got Cat 20. So are they just basically trying to create a faster Bitcoin, and that's it? Yeah. With obviously OpCat, right? So I think that aspect of it's going to be very interesting, because we've already had conversations about bridging runes liquidity to different chains. So the liquidity can build up. It might not build up on Bitcoin, but it'll build up in the overall cryptoverse, right? So it's building up on Merlin chain. We see liquidity pools over there and runes bridged. I think that's what we're going to see over here as well. I think Solana has a couple. But the more that happens, the more strength goes into these tokens. Obviously, we want it on Bitcoin, but this also helps, right? So this is just it's really interesting to see how this is playing out on the UTXO fork chain. It's like basically they're doing the same thing as what we're doing on Bitcoin. They're not sticking to one standard, at least not yet. Yeah. And we're going to see what happens when Runes comes over. And I think that's where the pizza swap thing could do well. Is, you know, the popular runes tokens, maybe some of the popular BRC20 tokens and liquidity pools and seamless trading, but you know, obviously we're not seeing that yet.
Yeah, I agree, 100%. The next thing here is Hanzo Momo minute out and list it. So if you go to marketplace now, Hanzo Momo is number one. Sitting at the floor is sitting at 7.3. I picked up a bunch of these this morning. I'm bullish on this because it's kind of like the first bullish fractal project besides Domo Ducks, of course. Domo Ducks, but Domo Ducks is like 200, 250. This is actually the biggest because it is, you know, 7 FB and the collection is 3,333. The same as Quantum Cats. I don't know. The art kind of reminds me of a little bit of a South Park character, a little bit. In a sense, you know,
Yeah.
but I don't know. The art's weird. It's very artsy. I'm not a very artsy guy, so I don't know if this is like normal art, but it has that Japanese feel to it and stuff like that. I don't know. How do you feel about Hanzo Momo?
Is it kind of like a puppet, kind of artistic?
That's what I was thinking too. Yeah,
Mixed with like OMB, mixed with like South Park. There's like a lot of stuff. But I mean, you could look at it if you're like into art and say, oh, it's like abstract art or whatever. You know,
Yeah.
it's got this weird. I mean, it's cool. It seems like people like it. It jumped from 1 FB mint to what is it, 7.3 now?
7.3. Yeah.
7.3 FB floor. So it's an early collection. It could do well.
Yeah.
But you know, nothing's really gonna take off until Bitcoin does, man. That's why we're like poking Bitcoin with a stick, saying, "Go!" We want all these ecosystems to start to, you know, get ready for liftoff. But unless Bitcoin does, they're not gonna be able to sustain anything.
This collection kind of reminds me of like.
Oh, I think you froze, buddy. Did we lose? I think we lost Shizzy here. He was talking about this collection.
Back.
Oh, there you are.
I'm back. I don't know what happened, but yeah, it reminds me of like the Japanese movies and stuff like that, where it's like Hanzo Momo, you killed my father, type of thing. And stuff like that.
I don't know what movies you're watching. The Last Samurai.
Yeah, something like that. I forget. It's like it's old school movies. Well, I don't know why my connection's so low today, but yeah. All right. Let's kind of get into the next thing here. Big news from Merlin Chain. So Merlin Chain is officially teaming up with the Ethereum network. You can now securely bridge Merl and MBTC straight from Merlin Chain to Ethereum. So you're gonna have pools now on Ethereum, Merl and MBTC. You know, so you're gonna have, you know, Merl and Ethereum, MBTC and BTC, pretty much probably on all the DeFi stuff. Well,
yeah,
I don't know if Dog of the Moon is on Ethereum.
Well, it can be though, right? Because you can just bridge it over.
You could 100%, but they're saying right now it's just Merl and MBTC straight from Merlin Chain to so you can bridge it right from Merl to Ethereum.
Yeah,
but yeah, I mean, you could probably that comes next 100%.
Yeah, and I think that would be really big, right? Because
yeah.
Last cycle, you started to see some of these bigger projects that were ERC20s that started off as ERC20s start to bridge into other chains, right? An example of that was Quant to Hedera Hashgraph, right? So like I messed around on there just to kind of experiment and stuff, and you saw liquidity pools of Quant, which is an ERC20 token, Ethereum, and so that's what I kind of envision for some of these fungible tokens to start to happen. Right. And I think Merlin's going to start that bridging of the EVM side.
100%. I'm excited for this. I think this is big because this is a BRC20 now on Ethereum. I mean, end of the day, you know, Merl is a BRC20, and it is now going to be paired up with Bitcoin on the Ethereum chain. And, you know, Ethereum's big. I mean, it has layer 2s like Arbitrum, Polygon, Base, where you can eventually probably easily take that Merl token and put it on any of those chains. So this is really big for the guys at Merlin Chain. It's really big for you know, the BRC20s.
Yeah. And remember, if people are like, oh, well, you know, like it's Bitcoin, it doesn't really need to go outside. Let's talk about USDT. Tether was born on the Omni layer on Bitcoin and needed to find utility and went to Ethereum, right? So it's kind of you know, that's Bitcoin births a lot of great things and assets and stuff, and this is just another example of that.
100%. One more Merlin topic here. The song about NFTs, Phantom is live. Could you explain what this is?
Yeah, so I think it was from 2000. Was it 2021? The like EDM song that was called "The Song Is About NFTs." Like Elon had posted about it last year, and then BRC 420, like someone listed it, and it's an actual audio asset, and it went nuts. It went like minted out very quickly. The price jumped up to like $4,000, I think, each. And so this is the BRC 420 that they're able to convert into a fungible token using Unicross. We had them on yesterday. So this is just another example of Unicross just helping with this innovation. And BRC 420s, guys, they're going to be really, really hot here soon, in my opinion, again. But this is kind of kicking that off, I feel like.
Yeah. And this 32,000, this is the Merlin wallet, right?
Probably the CO wallet, yeah.
Yeah, the CO wallet, yep. Okay.
The bridge.
Sure. But yeah, shout out to Unicross, shout out to those guys, man. That's really cool. So are they tokenizing this? Is that what they're doing?
So you're gonna have the ability to do that.
Okay.
So you don't have to, right? You can still sell it in that form of kind of that NFT style form, or you can use Unicross to tokenize it and then trade it on Merlin Swap or other dexes that has liquidity pools, right? So that's one of the biggest utilities of Unicross, is being able to do that, and you can go back and forth. And I know that they had fractionalizing NFTs in the past, right? But this is really cool because you're gonna have an easy tool to do so back and forth. You don't have to buy 10% of this, and then it's literally tokens, and then this many tokens equals that full version of the NFT. You can switch back and forth.
Yeah, the token is backed by an NFT. I love that. You know what I mean? It actually has some backing. It's not just a meme coin, but it's a meme NFT at the end of the day. It's really cool. I like that idea. Yeah. Jumping to the next thing here. Ducat unit stablecoin is almost here. Before our official launch, we are opening our community to those who consider themselves early adopters. So this is a tweet from them. Let me show this. I'll show my screen here. Ducat is going to be a stablecoin on Bitcoin. It looks like I'm not really 100% sure what they're going to be yet. It's probably going to be a rune, because I know Trevor, I think, is one of the investors in this. So what do you think about Ducat and another stablecoin on Bitcoin?
Yeah, can you scroll down a little bit?
Yeah.
That image right there. Can you click on that?
Yep. It's in
so let's look at look at the project manager and the investors here. You can see UTXO right away, UTXO management, right? Bitcoin Startup Lab. There's some stuff that stick out right away to us. So I think this is solid start to another component of needed stable tokens for DeFi, right? So this is bullish news. I think they're prepping this kind of stuff for the bull run, right? Having solid stable coins with collateral and a really strong mechanism to be able to sustain the stable token is very, very important, right? So this is big news. We've heard of Ducat for a while. So I'm excited that they're, going to be launching here soon.
And the angels are the pretty much the same people as always. It's Trevor, Farmer Joe, Jan, Robin, the Hawk, Sophie Kim, and Coach Bruce. So these are the angel investors in this as well. So they do have a lot of big names behind them. But stablecoins are always tricky. I mean, you got to remember, like, anytime you think of stables, you got to think of Luna, right? You got to think of everything that happened with that. Obviously, this is not algorithmic, but it just takes a crash to kind of, and then the money not being available for whatever reason, and this, could go under. So stablecoins are very risky, a lot riskier this cycle than we thought last cycle, in my opinion. So, I mean, you definitely, it is nice to have multiple. So let's just say you have, Jack Lou's, NUSD, you have Hermetica's stablecoin and Ducat. Let's just say you have $10,000 you want to keep in stables because you sold the top of Bitcoin and you want to do that. It might be a really smart idea, and it's not financial advice, but instead of holding one stablecoin, you hold all three. So let's just say if one does go down, you're still okay. So I think it's good to be very risk, risk avert, I guess you could say, about stablecoins this cycle, right?
Yeah, but I think that it's going to be almost hard for them to fail in the bull run part. So it's going to be being
Yeah.
more conscious about it, as we're phasing out. So
Yeah.
of course, sustaining a stable coin, especially a new one, isn't an easy task. But if it's done right, and you build slowly and you build a foundation, you're audited constantly and stuff like that, then I think that we'll have some successful ones.
100%. All right, let's get to our last topic before Tap Tuesday. The fluid upgrade. Have you seen this yet? It looks magnificent.
Let's look
so you
at
go
it.
into, it's going to Bitcoin, and you want to go to the staking. Look at this. Look how good this looks. Remember how it looked before?
Yeah.
So you can obviously
some extra
see
detail, right?
Yeah, and it's like everything, and it's like longer and stuff like that. So definitely want to shout out these guys for building. And this is the first staking mechanism on Bitcoin. So shout out to them. My Billy Cats, I got some in here. What else I got? I got my fluid passes staked, 103 staked so far in here. So you have 8 more days left in here. The Billy Cat is locked until October 29th. So in about 28 days, you'll be able to unlock your Billy Cat. And I'm hoping that they do another one. But we'll see. Because I want to I got like a bunch of Billies locked up in here. Let's kind of see how many I have.
But the cool thing is that, like, let's say that Billy Cats take off and we're in the bull run, right? And there's a community member that just wants to give back because he's made, I don't know, 500K or something on Billy Cats, and he's like, I'm going to put $50,000 in a staking pool. I know that's like people are like, no one's going to do that. I mean, there's going to be some people that want to keep that going and keep the staking ability. And this is TVL on Bitcoin layer 1, right? So this is just the start of it. I imagine other people are going to see this and be like, oh wow, let's increase that TVL for the entire chain.
Yep. So you will see on October 28th, I'll be able to come here and I'll be able to unstake all 21 of my Billy Cats. And then I did buy a bunch of these off the floor. So if you did sell yours, I probably bought it. So I got 13 fluid passes staked in here. You guys were selling them for dirt cheap. Thank you for that, because I'm earning Bitcoin, and then after that, I'll be earning FLDT. So this is I didn't buy this as an investment. I bought this as a way to get what they're given, right? So that's kind of what I'm doing. That's not financial advice, but shout out to Fluid, really revolutionizing TVL on Bitcoin, which is huge.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
One other thing about Billy though too, or did he, right? Is that right?
Or did he?
I don't know if you can say Diddy.
Not
anymore,
or did he? Or did he? Or did he?
Or did he? Their rarity rankings. So a Billy Cat number 6240 just sold for 0.06 Bitcoin, $3,700 for a freaking Billy Cat, which is like what, $100 right now in the market. Absolutely insane. It's 37 times the value of that just sold, but absolutely insane.
Yeah, I mean, that's big news. That's why it really pays off to pay attention and get those rare ones early whenever no one is paying attention. I'm sure that they probably swiped this off of the floor, not the floor, I don't think, but at a good price whenever things were cheaper, right? And now they're able to sell it for multiple thousands of dollars, and if they were probably to wait a little bit longer, even more. So it's definitely bullshit. And go check out Ordinal, the site. Our one of our community members, Drex, is a part of that team, and you can check all of the rare rankings of your ordinals and all that good stuff there.
100%. All right, guys, it is officially almost 12 o'clock on a Tuesday, so you know what that means. It's Tap Tuesday. Tap is building something pretty cool over there, right? We just don't know. We just don't know exactly. We do know it's going to be a swap. We do know they're working with, why is it Infinity? Was it Definity, which is ICP? Yeah, Definity. Yeah, they're working with ICP. They're going to be bridging stuff to Ethereum. They're going to be unveiling a lot of stuff coming in Amsterdam in about 7 to 8 days. So we're definitely looking forward to the news that comes out of there. But we have Tom here, Track Lord Tom, and he's gonna give us all the details a little early. I'm just kidding, but let's bring him up here. What's up, Tom? Welcome back to Ordinal Revolution Tap Tuesday, my friend.
Well, I'm gonna try not to give you all of the details a little early.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm good. How are you guys doing?
Doing well. Doing well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a while since Tap Tuesday. Yagobi was in Singapore. But I'm glad to have it back. How's everything with the you guys team with the tap, track, and pipe?
Well, I mean, looking pretty good at the moment. Everything's kind of on schedule as far as I can tell from what I've heard. I mean, market's not looking so positive today. I'm glad that we did get a bit of up timber out last month. Towards the end, it was pretty decent, but yeah, I think. I think October is still going to be very interesting. Maybe just a little bit hesitant to begin with. I think I'm still, on average, I'm still very bullish coming into this year. So, and especially with everything coming out with Tap, it's looking pretty good. But yeah, market looking a bit sus today, so I'm not super happy about that. But
yeah, I'm in the same boat with you. I think it's just going to be a rough, couple of days to start the month off. But I mean, if you just look at history, it would really, really go against like every trend for October, like for every halving year, almost every year. I think there was only 2 red months in the past, maybe like 8 years or 9 years or something like that. So especially when there's a green September, and so I just think it's kind of rebalancing because towards the end of September it did get a little too bullish, I think. And then so that's what. But real quick, Tom, before you respond to that, I want to get this out to the audience real quick because there is a giveaway for one of the speakers here, and it's Degen in space. So we will put the link in the chat, but the instructions are to attend this, of course, and then set up your profile at dgens.space and join the Discord, which is the link here. We'll put this, like I said, in the chat. And then it says, these items are vital for winning battles. Equip yourself to dominate from day one. So this is going to be a really cool game that's going to be built within the Tap ecosystem. So go follow these instructions. And Shizzy, can you put that in the chat?
Yep. What is it? Degen.
Well, you know what? I'll put the X.
It's Degens.
Degens.
Okay. So,
yeah. I added it to the chat there. So guys, go follow those instructions, and then there will be winners that will be picked for this. If you follow this,
this is the site right here. So what are the instructions? How do I do this?
you gotta set up a profile.
Okay,
so
I got you.
So you gotta set up a profile, but all the instructions are there in the link there. But sorry, Tom. What was your response about kind of like the slow start and maybe picking up?
Yeah, I think it's potentially looking at the human psychology side of things. I think what happened is we got a bit of a front run in September because you know what people are like. We love all these market adages and they kind of work 60% of the time, but then they don't work 40% of the time. But I think because everyone was expecting a bullish October, we ended up getting a bullish September instead. And so, yeah, just like the sell in May, walk away, and then everyone sells in April, right? And so, yeah, we had that last year. I think, generally speaking, some of these adages are kind of like, they do make sense sometimes. They work fairly often. I think the fact that summers generally tend to be a bit more boring compared to winters, I mean, that's historically pretty accurate. But, yeah, no, I don't think we've got anything to worry about at the moment. Just the normal FUD, the expectations for rate cuts have gone down slightly. I think everyone is pricing in a 25 basis point now for the next cut rather than 50, which I think is completely reasonable considering we had 50 last time. So, I think it's just going to take a bit of time to market to digest that. And also there was some fears about the Middle East again. But I tend to dismiss most of that as FUD just based on the fact that it's a constant war zone and, these things just change on a day-to-day basis. So yeah, maybe I'm not super worried about that, but we'll see, I guess.
Yeah, man, makes a lot of sense.
I have a quick question here, if you don't mind, if I get to first. What the hell is a Zappo, and why did it do a 10x when they put Tap DeFi on their thing here?
I have no idea. I don't know. I have heard of it, but only vaguely. I'm not sure if it's anything to do with us or not, and if it is, it's probably something that I've not been told about yet. But
okay.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, we've been getting a lot of questions about Tap recently, and yeah, I'm just going to reiterate that The token isn't out yet. Okay, just for anyone that's think that if they found it somewhere, it's not. You're looking at something else. It's maybe a tap ecosystem token, or it's like the minus curse tap. But yeah, it's still just mid-October. Okay, yeah, so soon.
Gotcha. So this token, it says it's bringing liquidity from all chains to Tron and Tron memes through Zappo. And then it's Tap DeFi, the first deflationary utility meme on Tron. So this is something that what's his name? SMB, right? He's like a big track guy.
Yeah.
And he posted, he's like, this did 10x, and then I wrote something on there, and he said, Shizzy, do your research, man. So I was like, all right, you know what? Screw you. I'm gonna do my research. And I just can't find anything.
Well, you know what's really interesting is that Ghosty just announced that they've kind of started to integrate the Tron chain into their ecosystem. Yep. So with that and then this happening, it kind of starts to make sense, right? Because we know Ghosty is a big player within the tap ecosystem, right? So yeah, but that's
I mean, if you think about it, like Tron is it kind of started to pick up a little bit of a hype wave, didn't it, a few weeks ago? So I think people that are looking for something similar to what happened in Solana, it's maybe a place where the degens are starting to congregate. So yeah, I mean, maybe. I mean, I can't say I really know that much about it, but potentially there may be some bridging to Tron at somewhere at some place. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Yeah. I've only really heard about the Ethereum bridge, and that's more of a large scale play for the long term, right? Like it's just something that people have been working on for years is getting a robust bridge between Bitcoin and Ethereum, and obviously with ICP and Tap, that makes the whole thing a lot easier to do. So sorry, I can't answer that on Tron. I've vaguely heard of the token. I think someone brought it up in one of the groups, but I haven't really had a chance to look at it myself, honestly.
Yeah,
gotcha.
Look, I'm getting bullish about like these bridges, honestly, because like last cycle you didn't have like all these Bitcoin builders. Like there's different bridges to different like chains that are happening, and I think that we're gonna see the benefits of that in this bull run down the line, whatever that looks like. But super bullish on that. We do have a full lineup, so I want to get started pretty quick here. But before we do, what can you give us in terms of the latest updates for the Tap ecosystem, track, anything before you guys go to Amsterdam?
Well, I think probably before Amsterdam, we should see the wallet coming out, I believe, because that is basically done. I think the only things that are not that were being worked on when I last asked last week was just graphics. So that just a few minor graphical issues, just because like essentially this isn't a fork of anything; it's all made fresh, right? It's our own code. We've got actual people working on it. So it had to be done from the ground up, and it looks brilliant. And so I'm really looking forward to that coming out. And then obviously we've got the marketplace and the swaps. So I think there's going to be a V1 swap should be like the beta should be out roughly at the same time as the TGE. I'm assuming because although the update is on chain which allows liquidity already, I think our product needs to be timed with the release of the Tap token. Realistically, I mean, you might be able to do some stuff beforehand, but I think that makes the most logical sense. So wallet, marketplace, swap, and TGE very, very soon. Something Gib also very, very soon. I still don't have the full details on that, but just it's like an artist working with Gib, right? On something, just something chaos, right?
Yeah. I feel like Gibbs is that like secret weapon that they're going to
it's a bit of fun, I think. And coming back to bridges, I totally agree with you on that. I think one of the lesser talked about and maybe less understood problems with last cycle was that a lot of the bridges were kind of centralized. So a lot of the bridges were kind of front ends, and a lot of them that weren't front ends were very liable to attacks. And I think there's too many to count, but a lot of the larger bridges did suffer like drains of certain, some sort of exploits, millions of lost. And I think that not only is it that money gone out of the ecosystem, it's a lot of trust gone as well, right? And that's not what we want to see. So I think having robust bridges that are on minimal trust basis and hopefully a little bit more airtight code-wise, I think is actually a very big deal for the long-term infrastructure, maybe more so than what a lot of people are really kind of understanding.
Makes a lot of sense. Well, all right. So the wallets come in most likely before you guys go to Amsterdam, and TGE mid-October, guys. So you guys can bug them then, but give them some breathing room up until then. But I'm gonna keep you up, Tom, and then I'm gonna bring our first guest up, which is we've never had on Tap Tuesdays, and they're I believe newer to the space here or to the ecosystem. But let's welcome DGens in Space to the stage. How are you guys doing?
Hello, very excited to be here. Thanks for the invitation.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. Shizzy and myself, when we heard about you guys, we're like, where has this team been? We haven't really heard much. And then we looked further into it and we saw that you guys have a lot of, interesting aspects to your game. And if you could just first kind of explain to the audience what you guys are building and where you guys fit into the Tap ecosystem.
Of course. Well, we're building a game. It's a turn-based player versus player game. Like old school, set against a sci-fi sort of backdrop. So the idea of the lore is that the Earth becomes unlivable at some point. So humans have to shoot for the stars and find a new home planet. And while we're getting there, we discover that there are a number of species already fighting for resources over there. And we're trying to make a very diverse and expansive experience. So we're using DMT and all these patterns to sort of generate all the types of pilots and items that the player can use, so that we have a very complicated system there where I'm sure we'll get into the technical details later. But yeah, basically about the game, it's a very kind of strategic turn-based game. We have a market there where people can buy items that they'll use later to play in the game. We have an in-game chat in there. We have a radio where we're playing some tunes that have been specially made for the game. You can watch other people play. We are going to do tournaments as well, where we'll be putting on some prize fund, some prize money. And
Nice.
The big announcement today is that we're going to do a giveaway. So people that join in today can receive some items to mint for free. I believe we're going to give away 25 items. So yeah, I think you guys already talked about this, but basically you just have to create a profile in the game and then shoot us a message in the same thread where this Spaces is in, and you'll get free items.
Awesome. So real quick, the instructions for that is they have to set up the profile, and then once they set up the profile, you want them to DM you, or how would that be?
Set up a profile in the game. Basically, it gives you your wallet name, so you have to choose a unique username. Then shoot your username in the Twitter thread where this is.
Okay. Comment.
Yeah, and also, of course, follow us and join the Discord as well, because we'll be giving the minted items there.
Perfect. So guys, make sure that you comment your username that you set up with your profile in the link that we shared here on that Twitter post, on that X post, and then they'll take care of you guys. Okay, so let's get back into this game, because I'm curious of how it's set up. You said, is it 1v1, or because the way you explained it sounded more like an RPG style game?
Well, it has a little bit of everything, but yeah, it's player versus player, and the idea is that you have these battles where if you win the battle, you're eligible to win rewards. That's in the form of matter, which is our own token, and in the form of items, like rare items that you can mint and so on. Yeah,
Gotcha.
This is basically one player versus one player, reminding a little bit of those old Pokemon Red and Blue games, and also like some card games and so on. And yeah, the idea, so basically The team is a bit of a diverse team. I come from the world of chess. I used to work in chess.com. So we've been trying to sort of replicate this experience of the chess lobbies where you create a game and somebody joins and it's sort of immediate and you have to fight to the death in like very limited amount of time. And then you get your reward. So the experience is basically this lobby where you will see these games going like very, very fast. And yeah, you can. So you will have an arsenal of items that you can use in the game, and you have to equip them. And then you can see who is playing against you, and you sort of have to strategize a little bit on what items to use and what pilot to use. And there's like different combinations of them that work better, and etc. So yeah, it's very brutal, it's very fun and very fast, but it's also kind of strategic. So that's where the RPG stuff comes into play.
Gotcha.
And you guys are using MScribe, DMT, right?
Yeah, we're going to launch the mint on MScribe. The date is still to be announced because right now we're focusing on community building and so on. We want to have a little bit more of a solid community before we launch the mint. But yeah, it will be there.
Yeah, I seen that you can. It says like mint person or whatever. So you'll mint that, and your person will actually be that DMT character because you're able to pick a whole bunch of different, and they all have different like attributes and stuff like that. So the person I pick will be the one that I mint in the DMT style.
Yeah. So the mint will be for pilots. You have to use a pilot in a battle, although you can have several pilots if you want. Okay. Some of them are more like focused on combat. Some of them are more focused on magic. Some have like more computation skills, and all these things have their own internal logic in the game. There's a huge guide there with a basic section and then a very advanced section of combinations that you can do. But yeah, the mint will focus on the pilots, although the giveaway today is for free items.
Gotcha.
Things that you will equip in the battle, and then you can use them. You have like weapons, defense items. You have foods and drugs that you can throw at yourself or at the opponent. You have amulets that sort of influence the way that other items will work later in the game, and just a bunch of things. Yeah,
awesome. I love that. Yeah, I've always been a fan of like Pokemon Red and Blue growing up. So the turn-based games are always kind of got the best special place in my heart for that type of style. So that's really cool.
Yeah, I love them as well. Yeah.
Can I ask how far along are you guys with the development of the game?
Yeah, the game is totally ready to go. It's complete. Basically, we're holding off on of course to do a battle. You need a pilot, so we're holding off until the mint while we work on some last little details. But yeah, we're already playing between us.
Nice.
Yeah, that's not fair. You've already got a head start on me.
Oh yeah. But in the server stage, it's not that I'm gonna have more elo.
Well,
yeah, we're working on some features that we're going to add in the future. So we don't want to constrain it to just a specific chess style player versus player. We also want to do like a group style combat, and we're also developing storylines. So with DMT, this is also coming into place. Sort of, we want to generate storylines based on different types of planets, like if it's a deserted planet or inhabited, or if it's an icy planet or fiery volcanic planet, this kind of thing. And we want to do sort of a story mode so that you can explore the galaxy in the future. So that's what we're working on now.
Yeah. So obviously, this is a blockchain game, right? How are you guys utilizing TAP in that sense? And like, are you guys going to kind of like play to earn or earn or that type of thing?
Yeah. Well, if TAP we use for a number of things. First, like asset control and like the general reward system. So with the private authority function, this allows us to control sort of the minting and the distribution of all the on-chain assets. And then for the token as reward. So our native token is also in TAP. It's called Matter. It's a TAP token, and it's also deployed under this private authority thing. You'll notice that I'm not the most technical. There's like a genius in our team that is more in control of these technical aspects.
No worries,
So yeah, this allows the players the possibility to mint rewards after winning the battles.
Love
and
it.
TAP, TAP is great because first it's very easy to use. We love the ease of development that the endpoints give and so on. Then it's like a super engaged ecosystem of builders and users. And finally, one of the most important parts in the game is that we develop sort of a strong economy around it. We don't want items to become stale in somebody's user wallets. We want people to interchange them. That's why we have a bazaar in the game. We call it the Space Bazaar. Sorry, it's like a marketplace inside the game. You can buy items and you can trade them there and so on.
Well, this has been amazing. Thank you for all that. We definitely have to get you on for a full episode because I feel like showing the screen and kind of diving in. I mean, you guys have a lot of moving parts. So I would love to do a full episode with you guys.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Thank you so much.
Yep. Okay. Well, any last words, I guess, to the audience for maybe them to get prepared for any type of launch or anything like that?
Yeah, well, we'll be at the hackathon in Amsterdam in the Bitcoin conference. So let's meet there. If you guys are around, we'll be presenting everything, and we probably will be doing some battles there already and so on. And then just reminder, if anyone didn't hear, we're doing a giveaway of free items for the game. So the only thing that you have to do is just go into the game, get a username. No need to do anything else. Then just put the username in the Twitter and enter our Discord. That's all.
Awesome.
Man.
Well, we appreciate you spending your time explaining to the audience what you guys are building. This is another builder in the Tap ecosystem, that we didn't know about. And so it goes to show how many people are really building behind the scenes, right? So we appreciate you, and we will talk to you soon.
All right. See you guys.
Bye.
See you, buddy. Interesting. So someone just posted, they said, so Tap right now has 2 games, 2 wallets, 2 marketplaces, a vault, validators, and tokens, whole package. Great job, team. And that's from our guy Yasher. So yeah, man, I mean, it's not just 2 games, because you have that Fight Club game too. I mean, there's so much that's happening in the background. Tap,
a lot going
so
on.
many builders.
Yeah, I mean, I've known about the DGen's site for a while, because obviously they got some real big guys there from chess.com and other places, right? And
Yeah,
I think their game, I'm really looking forward to it, just based on what I've seen of like the visuals. I think it's just bang on point. Like, I love it. It's like so cyberpunky and like yeah, it's just cool. It just looks cool because I think with a lot of these games, it's the thing that really gets people in, it's not always the nitty gritty of the details, right? Because a lot of these games, they all come from a same kind of source. I mean, obviously these days it's a bit different with things getting controlled by DMTs and stuff. It's it is different in that sense. But I think you need a good aesthetic to really pull people in. Otherwise, you're just talking about numbers and letters, right? And I think the aesthetic is awesome. So I think especially with like Stranger Things and like the whole kind of like synth poppy kind of like the future pop resurgence, that kind of music, and having the radio station on there as well. I've personally asked if I can collaborate and write some music for them because like the radio show on it, I'm so looking forward to that, like, because I love making music myself, so I really want to contribute, so I've asked them if I can.
I mean, that's my niche. I would say with sci-fi is kind of like that quantum physics, kind of the unknown type of thing. So that's really, really cool. Real quick question before we bring on Launch Punks next. But why do you think gaming builders like to come to you guys? Because there's more that are coming.
Yeah, I mean, I would say like the obvious answer to that is because being able to do multi-sends on chain is really important. So I think at the time, a lot of people were looking at this and being like, actually, this is a really nice solution for like micropayments. Because if you've got like something like a game where, like, let's say, like on Bitcoin, a lot of these games are like quite slow and turn-based, and maybe you need to update rewards every half hour, then you can send one transaction with all this multi-send. Very easy. And I think the DMTs also lend it very well to custom item creation, right? And like, what you were saying earlier, Shizzy, I actually said exactly the same thing about the DMT pilots, because I was like, well, how does this work? Apparently, basically almost as far, if I've got this right, because I did ask him about it, it's like almost any combination will probably have some pilots you can mint, but it's not that like you're essentially using the character creation as a search function, because all of these things have to exist on the DMTs, right? They have to already be on chain, in the information. So it might be that like certain combinations don't exist, as far as I'm aware, but like for the most part, like let's say that you want the guy with like the Argo, the Venetian or the Martian, or you don't care about race, but you just want the gas mask, right? You can choose that and then filter through and look what's available. I think that's kind of how it works, as far as I could tell, because I asked the same thing. But yeah, super cool. And I think the DMTs, it really lends itself to item creation. So I think those are kind of two main reasons I would say. I think that tap it kind of just really does lend itself to gaming. I think in that sense, it's just very good for microtransaction, and as you also with the authorities, being able to control the flow of tokens is really helpful for gaming, right?
And DMT, right? I mean, DMT is a big part of this. It seems like with multiple different types of mints, and every time you win, you're going to be able to mint something on DMT. This is game changing. This is something we've never seen before. We definitely have to get them on the show for a full episode and have them walk me through it, because I want to know everything so I can be the best.
I mean, I'm sure you can get a better answer out of some game developers, but I would say that potentially, like the way that you have like conditional minting. With like both like things like the authorities and also the DMTs, you're doing things based on condition, and like that is essentially like a very simple programming, right? Like that's like it's almost like an in-game action, only you're on the blockchain. So in that sense, I think that it's like it really does lend itself,
Yeah, 100%. I think DMT is really interesting because it gives the creator and the builder control, but not all control, right? And actually does some of the work for them in terms of supply sets and stuff like that. So it makes sense, but really, really cool. And I appreciate your answer there, Tom. Let's bring the Launch Punks team. We haven't heard from them in a while. I think they've been on vacation for about 6 months. No, I'm just kidding. I know they're working hard building out their platform, but let's welcome Mark and Rob from Launch Punks to the stage. How are you guys doing?
Hello. All right. How are you?
Are y'all doing all right?
Hello.
Yeah, good. You?
Good. So what have you guys been up to? It's been a while.
Just getting a suntan on my holiday,
Mark makes Rob do all the work while he's on vacation. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
I was
just kidding. You just might have hit a nerve there.
No, it's been good. A lot of development. We're under testing at the moment. I'm gonna show you what we've got at the moment. Show you a bit of the user interface and what you can expect, and also then tell you what isn't on it at the moment and what is coming. So I'll do a bit of a presentation.
Okay, sounds good.
Share screen.
And by the way, for the audience, Launch Punks, if you don't know, they are, really the featured launch pad that's going to be rolling out with this TAP ecosystem. So that's what you're about to kind of see some features on. And I'm going to go ahead and add your screen to the stage here.
I see a logo that I like. Let's go.
Nice.
Well, I just thought we're doing a lot of testing, so I just thought I'd put something exciting on for you guys. So when you enter the site, first thing, like most web applications within cryptocurrency, you go straight up and you connect your profile. So on here, we've got all sorts of different accounts you can set, your Twitter, your Telegram, your email. Now, what we're doing on here is we're having a bonus. So the more you link, the bigger the points you score. Now, we'll go into the points shortly, but for the people that don't know, the more points you get, the more chance of an allocation that you can get. So we have got, at the moment, avatars here. These are generated by your Bitcoin wallet address. So these are multiple layers that read your Bitcoin address and make up an avatar. So as we keep going, we're going to build more and more different ones of the avatars. So everyone's going to have a unique avatar. And maybe in the future, we'll have it where you can customize it yourself as well. So you can customize your name, put the name you want in. Everybody likes to have their own name when you're gaming. There will be lots of challenges and targets to get. So the people that join the site first will get the OG emblem, And just like when you're on many games, because obviously I have mentioned I've been a gamer for a long time, you will get more badges and you'll get the score underneath the badge as well. So it's like what level you are. So it could just be a very simple badge that emphasizes that you've been doing a lot of tweeting and everything else, but then underneath the actual level that you're at. Now, same as most projects in crypto, we're going to be doing a referral bonus. So you've got a very easy referral link down here. You can share it through your socials. Everything's supposed to be nice and easy for the user. So I'll come out of that.
So I'll just add this page. We're going to be adding a lot to the profile page.
Yeah.
As we go on. The referrals thing is prominent. We wanted that out the gate, but there's plenty more to come here.
Nice. It looks great so far.
So I'll just have a look in here.
I've always gotten this like really cool comic book vibe from your design. I really love it.
Now, the image, we do appreciate feedback, and you've been a big champion of ours, so we do appreciate the show. Now, this is just me taking a snapshot. It's not the fact that we've got a bad image. So, but on here now, when you're in the project, you'll get all your competitions down here. So these are what you can win your points with. At the moment, we're just doing retweets, reposts, replies, likes. So that gives the project some exposure to our community, and our community can help then with the engagement and get your message out. There will be some gaming activities being added to this later so that people can actually play games to win points. Up on here, we've got pledge mode. So everybody that is going into a particular project, you've got to pledge some of your points. So the more points you pledge.
Oh,
Oh,
lost him.
Oh, he hit an X on the screen there.
Yeah, he accidentally exited out. But yeah,
Points
but
mean prizes.
it looks.
All we know.
Yeah. It looks amazing, and I'm not sure if you can answer this, Mark. But like, when are you guys? I know the when question, right? But when are you guys thinking about launching? Are you guys going to be October, November?
Hopefully this month. We're testing right now, so as soon as we've okayed everything, we can push it out.
yeah.
Yeah,
So like basically what I got from that answer is that like you guys are finishing up some testing, and you're probably not going to wait too much longer after you're done with that and release. Is that kind of the plan?
That's the plan, yeah.
Gotcha.
We just need to make sure that all of the distribution logic works and all of that kind of stuff.
Gotcha.
And that's
So fun.
It's the wrong button. Yeah,
But
it's really easy to use, isn't it?
Yeah, I can't use anything else, but I can use our platform easy enough.
Yeah.
I don't know where we lost you then.
You were just pledging points into the project.
Right. Okay.
Yep. So while you're getting that ready, do you guys have some partners already kind of loaded up for your initial once you go live to launch, or is that something you're still in the process of vetting some projects?
We have some that are confirmed and some that we're vetting, and also we're always open to talk to new projects. So there's a lot of projects like you've seen. There's one just come along then, and they basically nobody had known about them. There's people building in silence. They're coming to us and asking us to be quiet. So as soon as they want to be publicly known, that's when we introduce them to you guys, because you've got the biggest audience in the space, really, haven't you? You just keep growing.
Thank you for that comment, or that compliment, I should say.
Well, you just keep growing. I remember the first time me and Rob had a private meeting with you before we come on the show. And I remember Rob saying that, these guys are going to build with the ecosystem, with the space, and you have done. And it's not easy getting the content out every day like you do.
if we're anything, we're just consistent. We're not great. We're not good. We're just consistent. No, I'm just kidding.
Speak for yourself.
We're definitely We're very consistent. I think that's what you have to do. I mean, I'm sure every project in the space, you just have to be consistent. And if you're consistent, you'll win.
Yes. Yep, which is what you're doing. So, but back to the pledging here as well. What on the business side, I decided that we should have people put their maximum allocation, because what I've noticed from using Launchpads previously is some people just don't have $500 to allocate. So when they do win it, they used to be going into the chat room, who wants to go halves with me? Who wants this? There's some countries where $500 is a month's wage. They just haven't got that to pledge. So I'm having it where that if you can only afford $100, then you let us know. And if you do win an allocation, we'll make sure that it meets your budget rather than stretching your budget. So that's just something I thought would make it a bit fairer for everybody else, because not everybody's got loads of money.
Yeah,
that means the rest of that can get allocated to other people. So
yeah, I actually love that. I love that approach, because you're absolutely right. There are countries that have internet service, but they don't. What we would pay for internet would be like a paycheck for them, right? In terms of monthly. So I think that's really, really cool that you guys are doing that.
So just logging back in, sorry.
Yeah.
Lockup. One of the features we've got on the lockup is this will be better known as staking. So we are going to let people stake within the platform. There's going to be certain rewards, APY. What you do as well when you do stake is you gain launch points, so LP points. That will help you then in the raffle. We're also going to be doing some initial bonuses. So if you stake from anything from 30 days to a full year, the longer you stake, the bigger the reward. So it is a staking reward mechanism. It's a very complicated one from our point of view, but for you guys, it's straight in here. Put the amount you want in, and it locks it away. You can unlock with how many days' notice have we said, Rob?
Well, there's sort of two levels to it. So if you lock your tokens up to get the points and they're in the platform, and then that's a 14-day call off, I think. And then within that, you can lock them for longer periods of time and then get points bonuses for doing that. And APY for some of them as well.
Okay, so you're earning as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, love that.
So you're earning points, but you're also earning tokens as well. So, and the different offers that we do will be here. And you can keep an eye on your progress, everything you've got down at the bottom.
Gotcha. So quick question about that, the staking part. So will the staking technically be on Bitcoin layer 1, or will it be off chain indexed and accounted for?
So the initial version will be custodial.
Okay.
And when the features are available to us on tap, we'll make it. We'll do a proper implementation and make sure it's all decentralized.
Gotcha. That'll be great for the Bitcoin ecosystem, right? Because there are there's innovation that's coming, and I think Tap's going to bring its own innovation, and I think we all need TVL on Bitcoin to grow. We know how much liquidity of Bitcoin, it's the most in all of the industry, but TVL it's one of the weaker, just because the mechanism isn't there yet all the way. So it's going to be very interesting, and I'm glad you guys are doing that.
Yeah. One thing I will point out as well is you will be able to make your profile public or not by just clicking it here. By having a public profile, when you go onto the leaderboard here, you'll be able to click onto somebody and see the public information that they've decided to share. So the Twitter account, the LinkedIn, that's probably what I've linked in, but Discord that they're in, they're just going to show whatever they want to show. So it's just going to make it a bit more, unique, that you can search around people that are actually using the platform, same as yourself. Total scores here, your rewards. discount will be there. Obviously, the more projects that come on the tap ecosystem we'll have going across here. Have I missed anything, Rob?
Yeah, so this main page, it shows projects at the moment, but we're going to be building a content management system into it as well. So we'll be able to put in like media and articles and bits of news and stuff. So it'll be kind of like a social media feed is the sort of inspiration for that.
That's awesome. I love that. Are you guys going to be able, like, am I going to be able to see, let's just say leaderboard number 5, the guy who's number 5, can I see what he's investing in, or can I see what he's getting into?
Yes, that's going to be part of the public profile when it's launched.
Amazing. Yeah. So that's kind of a good idea, because let's just say you see somebody and you're like, oh yeah, this guy's just been on with everything he gets into. I want to follow him. And obviously nothing's financial advice, but if you're looking at that kind of gives you kind of that, maybe he has an insider edge that you don't, over whatever respect, because he keeps winning. So that's actually awesome. I love that.
Let me just write down that word follow, because that's a good one.
Will there be communication channels, chat features if I want to reach out to Shizzy that's on here, or
that's something we haven't discussed it,
okay,
but that's something that's in my head.
Gotcha. That can be a little tricky, right? Because like if you want to keep it like add-on a little bit or whatever, but at the same time maybe you just have it as an option. But man,
yeah, the idea of having the avatars generative like that based on the Bitcoin address is it's an anonymous thing. So you can have an identity that isn't necessarily linked to you. It's like a sort of random one. We're going to be giving people default usernames as well. So if you don't change it, it'd be anonymous. So we do want to make it personal, but it's Web3. It's not Facebook or LinkedIn. So yeah, it's trying to get that sort of personal sort of that personal side of it, but making it sort of acceptable to the Web3 community as well.
Yeah, absolutely amazing, guys. You guys are just keep building. I saw you guys when you guys didn't even have a page yet, and now today you guys are probably about to launch. So it's one thing that's awesome about our jobs. We kind of get to see these builders come from like pretty much nothing to where they are today, and we kind of see it happening in real time, especially week to week. So we appreciate you guys coming on every week, and we definitely have to do a full episode with you guys as well, kind of when you guys are ready to kind of really break down everything that's going on.
That'd be great. Yeah.
Just one thing, I know you didn't think I was a gamer, but I am. What retro games do you like? What are the most, the most basic ones like Pac-Man and Space Invaders? Is there any that are favorites to you?
I used to love Duke Nukem. You ever play that? Duke Nukem?
I like GoldenEye. It's an old school N64 game that was.
I think they mean a bit more like Atari games.
Yeah,
we're going back a little bit.
I didn't really play Pac-Man, but wasn't an old school game.
Like Breakout Arkanoid, like the paddle games, right? Where you have the little boop, 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 and then you got the blocks and you smash the blocks like this.
Pong.
No, I meant Pong. Yeah. I wanted, the block smasher games where you bounce the ball against the paddle and you knock the blocks and get some power ups. Like,
see, I'm a bit older, so my retro is a bit different than you.
Well, Donkey Kong, maybe that was like a regular Nintendo game that I was into.
More Steam.
Yeah, I know you're a gamer because you killed me in the in the Foxy.
The Foxy, yeah, man. You're good at Foxy, bro. You're too good. I don't know.
So
aimbot is using aimbot. There's no way.
Is that what it is?
That's gonna be fun.
Yeah,
that's gonna be fun once it's all ready and we get to actually go head to head because my screen name may say Yagobi, but it may be my nephew that's a pro gamer. No, I'm just kidding.
We're gonna hire people to make us look great.
Pro gamers all in your clan, so we get bait. So,
But awesome, guys. You guys, today's breakdown was amazing. We can't wait. What you guys are doing with the Launchpad is awesome because it's not your typical, just all you care about is getting points so you can, get as much allocation as possible. There's actual like interaction here. And people, can actually care about like building out their profile and stuff like that. So we appreciate you guys. And, till next time, keep working hard and we'll talk to you both again soon.
Great.
Bye.
Thanks a lot, guys.
All right.
See
Take
you.
it easy.
Bye. I'm still here.
No worries. Oh man,
You're
that was
stuck
great. I
forever.
love those guys.
Yeah.
Definitely love those guys. Mark and those guys, man. They just, I mean, it's just crazy. A few weeks ago, I'm probably like at this point, a few months ago, just on like unveiling the website, and today, you know, just keep building. It's awesome. It's really cool to see.
100%.
Yeah, I like that they're branching out and to bring in a lot more into their site. And I think retro games would be kind of cool as well. Just some very basic stuff, you know.
Yeah, not
100%.
too much to take away focus from the actual, you know, what they got. But
Yeah.
I love it. I love the platform. But all right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to Universe next, and then finish it off with a bang with Foxy. But Universe, I believe they've added a new platform to be able to do kind of some of the DMT stuff. Maybe they try to make it a little bit, I don't know, different here. So let's bring up Universe to the stage. How are you doing, sir?
Hey, a long time, man. Been a couple of weeks already. How are you? Man?
Good. It's funny because everybody says a long time, but I think it's only been 2 weeks, right?
It's 2 weeks, but it seems to be a long time already.
Yeah.
We miss you guys.
In this space, 2 weeks is like 2 months. I mean, seriously.
We're working a lot of stuff. We are working now in 4 protocols at the same time. With CAT protocol, we have it's crazy. We have indexed like the CAT protocol. We are doing now the minting platform on CAT because other platforms are just charging like astronomous fees for it. We are doing the index for Lambda. Actually, it's already done. We are just implementing the rest of it, the integration on the Explorer and the wallet. We have indexed stamps and the SRC20s as well. And we are now working on the wallet and marketplace. And on top, we just created like something the same thing that mscribe has been doing. You know, if anyone wants to deploy a collection on DMT, they can all do it on our platform on Universe. It's a bit basic right now. Like it's on beta. You still can do like the basic stuff, but soon you'll have like a validation for the minting. For example, if you are trying to mint a token that has like a valid deploy, it will have like a pink check mark, and that's important. You want to know that you are actually minting like a valid token, because in the past it happened like many people were minting like invalid tokens, and it was a big issue. Also, we'll have like some kind of table where we'll be able to see like all the blocks that are available for minting. So not only available, but they're the ones that are valid, because each pattern has like a different kind of blocks that are associated to it. So it's not going to be like a block, like a block pad, but it will be like a table. You know, people click the table, like the block number that they want to mint, and it will be like passed to the top of the form, and they just click and mint it. It will be like the same technology as mscribe, like privileged authorization. No front running is possible. So anybody, the good thing is that anybody can do it like in a completely permissionless ways. You don't have to like ask permission. You can just go there, deploy it, and people can start to mint it. We are very transparent on what we do. We charge like a very small fee. It's like 0.0001. It's almost nothing. It's peanuts. For each mint. If you hold TAP 0, you don't pay like any fees. TAP 0 is like the utility token that we have. It's the utility is fully live already. It's not something that we are just saying, oh, we're gonna do this and do that. It's already like in place like since the very beginning. If you use the marketplace, you don't pay any fees. If you try to like privilege authorization on TAP tokens as well, if you try to mint it, it's free. So you have like if you hold like a TAP 0 as well, so it's already in place. We are implementing block drops as well. We are actually implementing a bitmap first, and then we are like implementing block drops on top of UNATs and bitmaps like all together. Just to have like the complete set of features. Yeah. And that's pretty much it. What we have been doing the last couple of weeks.
Gotcha. So you have a team of 40 devs. How are you guys? How are you guys able to knock all this out? I mean, it's pretty crazy. But I want to talk about the mscribe thing, because I think competition's great a thing, because it really kind of just allows the market to really decide what they want to do in that, and then can make things like teams push each other, right? So what do you feel like is more beneficial in your platform versus mscribe right now? Like what's the highlights of what you're building?
Well, right now it's mscribe is much better. They have like this PvP minting platform. It's much more fun to mint on mscribe. Our platform, it will be like the concept will be easier. It will be not as much as fun as people just go there, click on the blocks that are available, and mint them. It's just pretty straightforward and very fast to interact with.
Gotcha.
That's the advantage that we have. Or
different experience.
Yeah, it's just
but
more
same result.
Yeah, simplified and fast. Yeah, that's what we're trying to achieve like all the times. And we also launching like tons of block drops. Yeah, we're lucky enough to mint like we have been here like since the very very early days of TAP, and we minted like lots of tokens in the beginning. So now we are just distributing these tokens and doing like tons of airdrops, to the community while the fees are still low, because later on the fees will be very high and it will be like almost impossible to do this. So we're trying to achieve this like in the shortest term as possible.
Gotcha.
It kind of shows you how decentralized TAP really is, right? Where it's not like no one's like kind of headbutting you to not build this. It just the TAP. You can. I mean, it's open. It's an open source. Anyone can build there, and if you want to build the competition to something else, that's you can. So it definitely shows you how decentralized the TAP ecosystem really is.
Yeah. Yeah, we try to keep up with the big players and try to, I think competition is good and pushes each other.
Yeah, I agree 100%. Well, once when will that platform be ready? The DMT one?
It's already ready. It's fully live. It has like it's working like on the basic concept on. So you can deploy any token. You can create the authorization. You can deploy. You can mint it already. You can insert the mint block number and mint it. It's just not validated, so we don't know if this block is valid or not. We still have this validation in place. It will be very soon. Tomorrow, probably, to have the validation already, either for the ticker and for the block number as well. That's very important to see that you are minting like an available block.
Yeah. So I mean, probably. I would wait probably until that validation is.
Yeah. Just it's still in very best early days.
Yes, exactly.
But you can show up the platform if you want. It's already there it's under inscribe TAP DMT privilege house.
Wait, is it not the regular website?
Yes, it's tapwallet.io, but in the inscribe menu you have like 4 different sub menus, and it's the last one.
Okay. I see marketplace. Is that it?
No, it's under inscribe and inscribe. You go to inscribe and it's the last.
Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. So, so it's under inscribe, and then you go here tap.
Yeah, that's right.
Privilege authority. Okay. So what would I do from here?
Yeah, you just choose the authorization for the ticker. Then you inscribe the authorization. Then you have to tap it, send it to yourself. Then you go to the deploy. Yeah, you go to deploy. Then you fill these are some you have to fill all of this, but it will be simplified like in the future. I already I'm working with the dev team. I'm not like the main dev of the team. I'm just like the project manager. So I'm trying to put all the strings together, not to things.
Gotcha.
And I'm just guiding them, just to like simplify this and to be completely centralized. Then you have the mint part, and you just put the block and that's it. And the deployment ID is there, but it will be removed like in the future because it will be get from the ticker name automatically. So it will be even more simpler.
Awesome. Well, hey, congratulations on that. I'm sure next week you guys are going to have another feature because you guys move like lightning. But we appreciate you jumping on as always. You guys always want to get the information out to the community. So we thank you so much. And until next week, keep building.
Thank you. And don't forget to use the chat feature. And by the way, the Stamps community asks you for Shizzy to say Stamps 9 times, if you can.
9 times? I don't know if we can say it 9 times.
Maybe do that on Stamps Saturday.
Sounds
Okay.
but- all right.
Okay,
Well,
thank you.
we'll talk to you soon, and
Okay.
we'll see you next week.
Okay, see you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
See you guys. What's the top stamps token? What's a Kevin?
Yeah, something like that. I think. Kevin.
Send me 9 Kevin, and I'll say
9,000. 9,000, Kevin. No, I'm just kidding.
It's such a pedestrian name. Kevin the token.
Kevin.
Woo, those guys, man, those guys, like I feel like there's a new update like every 5 minutes, but that's crazy. They definitely, you know, I think there was, in my opinion, needed. You know, mScribe is definitely they're the innovators of that, and I think that, you know, they're doing great. But it's, you know, they're making it better and better, and competition's good. Competition's good. So that's
I mean, you've got to remember that, like, especially when it comes to innovation in general, you normally go through a cycle of like almost every company when they start or project, they're innovative by nature because you have to be, and you reach a point where your product is working. You have to centralize what you're doing, not in a crypto sense, but you have to centralize your core product into what is working, and then by definition, often innovation falls out the window to some degree because you're focusing on what you're currently doing. If it's still working, then why change, right? And then at some points you need people to come in and be like, well, you know what, like, yeah, they were doing a good job, but we think we can do something better, and we've got less to lose because we're coming from a new position rather than having 100 employees to take care of, right? So, you know, like, that is just the natural cycle of how things work. You know, you have to keep on top of it to a certain degree, but like, yeah, obviously innovation and having new people coming in and learning is always good.
Yep. All right.
Absolutely amazing. Last but not least, right? We have Foxy. If you don't know what Foxy's building, you're kind of living under a rock there because we did their clan wars on Monday, and it was a very short period, but it was actually fun. I got stuck in this room, but I was able to shoot out of it. I was crouching down and shooting out of it. They added knives. They added sniper rifles. They added grenade launchers. They just keep adding amazing stuff. And, you know, we went live for it, so we overloaded their server. I blame us for that. But these guys, they're doing amazing stuff. So let's kind of get that started.
Yeah, let's bring up Aaron and Ordy to the stage. Let's welcome them. The guys from Foxy. How are you guys doing?
Hey guys, how's it going?
Hello.
Going
Hey
well.
Tom, Yogi,
Yo.
Shizzy.
Going
What's up,
well.
buddy?
Yep.
Not too much, man.
So obviously you guys have been super busy, you know, building out this game and just different aspects of it, plus the bit miner and all that stuff. Could you kind of, you know, break down to the audience what the experience has been like for the past couple of weeks with the bit miner? We'll start there, and what that reception's been like.
Yeah, absolutely. We're really excited about how many bit miners we sold. We're super stoked about that. Every day there's more bit miners that are being sold. Ordy is sharing the screen right here. We're super excited about some of the new, some of the great features that we're adding for the bit miner. If anyone has a bit miner, I'm gonna. Can I share this alpha, Ordy, if you don't mind?
Yeah.
He's like, what alpha?
All right, so if you have a bit miner, which a lot of you that are listening do, you're gonna be able to get a free block drop of a lightsaber as a knife in the game.
Nice.
So we're super excited about that, man. Yeah, I wanted to do a double-edged lightsaber, but it was too complex, so we'll just stick with one blade lightsaber for now.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, we're just excited. Everything that we're doing with the block runners, and you know, you guys and everyone here has just been really exciting and a lot of fun.
Yeah. I know that you guys have a ton of plans to, you know, with you know, the game, but also just extended from that. You know, you guys have Bitcoin Amsterdam coming up. What's the next exciting thing for you guys as a team?
So that's going to be the creator site.
Yeah.
Could you talk a
the
little bit
creative side
about
is gonna
that?
be awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah, absolutely.
like-
So the creative side.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Edward. Sorry.
No. You go it.
All right. So the creative side, guys, you'll be able to build. So you log into the game, and as of right now, when you log in without a bitmap, right? So that we can just play the game and shoot each other, etc. Do some clan wars or deathmatch. So the creative side, you're going to log in with my bitmap section, and then you're going to be able to go into your little bitmap, and you're going to see other people's land, and you'll be able to activate your bitminer on there. Or if you don't have a bitminer too, you can also create. As long as you have a bitmap, you can actually create on this. So basically, you're going to get some resources daily. You'll be able to claim once a day, and then start building. It's just going to be enough resources to build per day or so. But if you have a bitminer, of course, you're going to get a ton more resources, and you're going to get some tokens and some more valuable things like that. But the creative side is going to be awesome, and you're going to be able to create your own little world. There's some details to the creative side that we'll release as soon as we make it available. But it's coming along very well. I'm expecting it. Hopefully, I hate saying dates, man, but it's going to be 100%. It's going to be less than 2 months. But I'm expecting it in hopefully less than a month. So we're hoping for that to happen.
Yeah.
And Ordi, anything else to say, Ordi, about that?
Yeah. Can you allow sharing my screen?
Yes.
And I will share some alpha.
There we go.
Okay.
Okay, your screen shared.
Oh wow.
Oh, the gameplay, yes.
Yeah.
Are you gonna shoot? I thought you were gonna shoot our sign down.
That would be an act of war.
But yeah, this is the Clan Wars view, and we're going to be also adding the third person view as well, the camera view from behind the player.
Yeah.
Hey, do a sprint and a crouch, Ordi, if you don't mind. Yeah, I love that, man. No, you got to slide.
Cool.
And then hit
Same
C.
time.
Yeah.
He's a noob. Ordi's noob. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not good at gaming.
So I was able to play this.
Whoa.
I was able to play this for about an hour on Sunday morning against Aaron.
Yeah, with me.
And it was really fun. The slide is definitely very, very familiar or similar to the Fortnite slide. And if you guys are familiar with Fortnite, that's like one of my favorite moves on there. And so it could be really useful because you can actually shoot out of it too. So, if you're really good at first-person shooters, it'll be useful. There's a lot of updates from this version that I played versus the other view. Another one was the trampoline. Sorry if I'm taking over. I just wanted to kind of update some of these things. It was so fun to play. But I'll turn it back over to Ordi. But Ordi, if you could kind of maybe go over maybe the weapons, because I think people haven't seen that yet.
Okay, sure.
So what you have right now is a grenade launcher, right?
Yeah, and this is the
Yes,
pistol.
so we have the pistol,
some
the assault
machine gun.
rifle, which is actually a submachine gun, but the knife, which we're gonna add the lightsaber, and there's a grenade launcher. Now there are some weapons that are on the ground. There's a shotgun that's on the ground, and there's a sniper rifle that you can test for right now that's on the ground as well. But you guys have something amazing that's coming out, and we're super excited to add that to our game, man.
Yep.
Like that.
So if you're a paid YouTube member of Ordinal Revolution, you're gonna get that item, and if you are an Ordinal Revolution pass holder, you will get another version of that item. But yeah, that's gonna be very, very useful. And guys, this is just the start. We've heard plans. We're not gonna go into details because that's not our place to talk about them, and I think they probably want to wait. But let's just say that things will get very competitive in the future.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah,
we're super excited. Everything's coming along really well. Go ahead, Wade. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm going to share to another screen. This is about Bitminer.
Yeah, yes.
Okay, so this is the
yeah,
dashboard
this is
for
amazing.
Bitminer.
Oh, that's dope. I like that.
Why didn't you click on the cosmic, Ordi, if you don't mind? Click on cosmic, the little button there.
It is clicked.
I don't
No,
have
there
the
it is.
yeah. Yes.
It works. I did it on mine as well.
Okay.
So what's
this is
special about the
going to be-
cosmic?
So the cosmics, you get more resources and some more tokens, and some tokens that that maybe one of the second rares will not receive. So the cosmic, you just get more stuff.
Gotcha. And Ordi, sorry, I didn't mean
it's
to take
rare.
over, but it seems like this is the process to activate. Is that correct?
Yes, there will be some more changes. Like we are making the dashboard a little bit big and with more details to add on.
Yes.
Awesome.
And also, our bitminers are also going to be on the Block Runners metaverse as well, just so you guys know.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's huge news. And I think you may have to do anything with them over there. Are you?
Yeah, we're partnered up, so they're going to be able to
Amazing.
mine resources as well. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
This
Okay.
reminds me a lot of like actual nodes of a project. You know what I mean? Like from the Ethereum side. So like, for example, like a new chain launches and like early investors can get nodes, kind of like what the validators are for Track, but you have to activate your nodes with some of these new chains. Like you have to make sure they're activated every day. And if they're not, you're not going to get the emissions of tokens, right? So this is really
You're
cool.
absolutely right.
It's a very similar concept here.
It is, and actually, there's maintenance also on your miners. So like they're going to be for a certain amount of period, they're going to be running after you activate them, and then there's a maintenance period, right? And there's just some more benefits, etc., to having the cosmic and the rare miners. So it's almost like a game itself, just with the miner. The miner itself is really complex, and it's actually, honestly, guys, it's like a whole project all on its own. But it's pretty cool.
Awesome. So guys, if you guys are interested in getting a bit miner, you could still get these rare ones because it's not determined until you actually mint the block out or mint the block that you select. And those cosmic ones, man, those are the ones that are going to get the most resources. And then it goes down a tiered, I guess, like rarity system, right?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, even now, they've been actually going for a good amount of price on Imscribe's website. So whenever we launch it on Magic Eden, that's going to be something to really notice.
I think last time a Cosmic went for $700 or something.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
On
Yeah.
Imscribe.
And it's a small marketplace right now. So
I think that's cheap because, like, especially if you're able to mine resources like USDT and then like your biggest partners tokens once they launch. I'm just assuming that's what's going to happen, but but really, really cool, man. Love what you guys are doing. Any other updates for the audience before we let you guys go?
Yeah, there is one more thing, and it will be short. We are testing out the BitMiner AI. I will show you.
Okay.
So you can actually type in with the AI and then ask the AI to generate what content you can generate using the elements inside your BitMiner.
Wait, hold on. So the BitMiner has an AI?
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah. We haven't disclosed that yet, but no.
Well,
it's
you
okay.
just did.
Yeah, I'm stop sharing.
That's
I was
awesome.
expecting a post. I thought we were going to be posting about that this week before we announced it on the space. So okay,
Nice.
cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's out there now.
Yeah.
It's out the tube.
That's what you get with Ordinal Revolution and Tap Tuesdays. You get unintentional alpha broken, and so we
I thought I was
guys.
spilling the beans.
but,
I thought talking about the lightsaber was spilling the beans. Never mind.
yeah. But man, you guys are crushing it. We appreciate you guys jumping on here every week. I think we'll probably see you guys next Tuesday as well. Or are you guys going to be prepping for Amsterdam, or will you still be able to make it?
Yeah, we
I
can.
think one of us
We'll try.
One of us definitely will, for sure. Yeah,
Awesome.
if I'm not on, Ordi will be on for sure. Hey, Ordi, one quick question. We're gonna do another Clan Wars this weekend, or are we gonna wait? I think we're going to do it, right?
We will do.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. All right, guys.
Man, I was so
good.
Oh, I was during that Clan War, that short amount of period, man. I was so happy. I picked up a sniper rifle from the ground, and I ended up killing someone from you guys' team. And it was really fun.
Me.
I was
It's always me.
Mark.
It's always me.
Did I kill you?
I mean, like, I need
Probably
about 10 seconds. Just give me 10 seconds so I can run to a spot and then game on, and then it's fair. But, anyways,
and we're gonna have that all recorded for you guys. We'll do a record for you guys that can't make it, and you guys can watch it after the fact. So it should be a good time.
100%.
Sounds great.
Yeah.
All right, fellas. Well, we appreciate you guys giving us the unintentional alpha and the intentional alpha, and we will talk to you guys soon.
Yeah, thank you.
See you guys.
See you guys.
All right. Bye.
Yeah. Bye.
All right. Yeah, man.
Wow.
So another very successful Tap Tuesday. I feel like we brought it like we do every single week.
Yeah,
for sure.
Everything's looking great. And just as a reminder, I probably can come next Tuesday, but I'm actually leaving for Amsterdam on Sunday this week, so I won't be at home. So I'm hoping, schedule permitting, I'll be able to join via my laptop. I'll be taking that along with me because I can't not trade for 2 weeks or so, right? That's just not happening. So yeah, hopefully I'll still be able to join. But if the internet isn't very good or whatever, you'll have to just excuse me on that one. But
the
I'm
event is next Tuesday and next Wednesday.
No, it's later in the week. I think. Let me just check. It's I think it's Thursday, Friday. It's 10th. It's either 10th, 11th, or 11th, 12th. I think it's 10th, 11th.
Oh wow. Okay, so it's like that weekend.
Yes. And it's next week. I'm over there for the whole week, and so yeah, I'm not entirely sure on the entire schedule of what's going on in terms of side events and stuff, but we've got our TAP event, which looks awesome. I'm really looking forward to it. It's at like an abandoned old pirate radio station that's now an events venue, and it looks super cool. So I'm really, really looking forward to it. Hoping there's some pianos I can play and talk to a lot. I mean, I know a lot of community members that have said that they're going. So I mean, I imagine a lot of people are going to come and say hello. Tell me how much more beautiful I am in real life, obviously.
Well, just let us know if you can join. If not, no worries. Even if you have a couple drinks in you, it might be a fun show, right? No, but
dropping all the alphas,
exactly. We'll please have a couple drinks because then you'll spill more for us. No, I'm just kidding. But anyways. How'd you feel real quick before we let you go? You got to be happy. There are tons of builders, right?
I mean, like, as you say, like there's always a lot of noise and a lot of building going on, and a lot of quite a few that you guys don't know about yet, obviously. And like
I don't like that, Tom. No.
Me neither. But people are. People are building their own things in private sometimes, and they don't want to be front run, or etc. So, I mean, like obviously, like DGens today, like seeing them come and show some of their products is awesome, and I think hopefully a lot more because from my point of view, and like just looking at like the socials and the amount of messages I'm getting and a lot of interest. It's really bullish, and I think that's only going to increase after the TGE, right? After the mid-October, and a lot of people obviously going to hear about us probably for the first time at the Bitcoin Amsterdam. So I think things are going to get a lot more hectic potentially. But I'm looking forward to it because we're no longer going to get when TGE. We're going to get like, how do I do this and what do I do and who are you, etc. And so just new questions, right? I'm looking forward to that.
Yep, 100%.
Absolutely amazing, man. Thank you so much, Tom. We appreciate you coming on, man. You really help us really navigate the space, and you seem like an expert these days, so that's awesome.
Oh, well, I don't know about that, but yeah, I do my best. I'll just comment, like, I'm just going to duplicate what someone said earlier in saying that there's much smarter people on my team, and I'm just here to talk, really.
That's all I do, right? So I mean, I consider myself an expert.
We just have to be consistent, as you say. Yeah, just be consistent.
Exactly. Well, 100%. Tom, we appreciate you like always, man. Let us know before next week. Either way, we'll continue with the builders that we have. Most likely will play out that way. But we appreciate you, and we will talk to you soon.
Yeah, catch you guys later.
All right, see you.
Have a good week of trading.
We'll try.
See you later.
Right. See
you, buddy. Absolutely amazing. Another successful Tap Tuesday. Hope you guys liked. If you did like it, please hit the like for us. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. It helps us more than you realize. And throw a comment in there. Let us know what you're thinking about it. So always comments, stuff like that. But we appreciate you guys, and we'll definitely have Tap Tuesday and Merlin Monday next week for you guys too.
Yep. 557 of you guys watching us, paying attention. Yeah, we'll get through this first part of October, guys. Don't worry. But these are the type of educational, episodes, live episodes to really, learn before the bull run comes. So, Also, if you guys do have some time, please check out our partners. BitPerp is a perpetual leverage DEX. We got the information, like the finalized information for their paper trading competition. So we will give you guys that very, very soon. Me and Shizzy are both going to participate in that. There's going to be prizes, BitPerp passes. They're going to be launching on a Bitcoin layer 2 in Q4, but the paper trading competition should be coming up here very, very soon. Ordinal Hive is a marketplace, Ordinal marketplace, aggregator marketplace on Bitcoin layer 1. You'll be able to find the cheapest ordinals, and we saw some features yesterday, really, really useful. We think a lot of you guys are going to use this. They're also scaled out on Merlin chain where you can earn points right now. Get familiarized with it because they're going to start a campaign, a multiplier for points, and then that will stop once we get in the bull season. And so you'll be able to have an edge right now to earn these points. And then Fluid tokens, we talked about them earlier, guys. They kicked it off. They kicked off the TVL on Bitcoin layer 1. Go stake your Billy Cats, your Runestones, everything that's available. And if you are a founder and you want your community to be able to stake your assets on Fluid, reach out to Raul or reach out to us and we'll get you connected with them. And then finally, Foxy, guys, those guys are doing amazing things. Like I said, I played the game for about an hour on Sunday. It's a big step up from where it was before. It's going to be fun once the clan wars are available to everybody. And like I said, stay tuned to that for the Ordinal Revolution partnership assets and what they're going to have in the future, because I guarantee you a lot of DGens are going to be playing because there's going to be reasons to play. But that's 100%. It.
And check out their Bitminer stuff, guys. Go here. This is not going to last forever. Once this is done, it's done. You can only get them on secondary. So this is your opportunity to mint them directly from mScribe. So check out, mScribe and hit Nats, and then you'll have to find a DMT Bitminer. It's like in the middle there. So check that out if you're interested. They got 953 minute out of this stack so far. So, and you have a very small percentage of getting a rare one, but if you do, what do you say it's going for? $800-900? Absolutely insane.
Yeah, I think he said 700, I believe.
Yeah.
Also, lastly, Merlin chain. So if you are a user, you wanting to trade synthetic Bitcoin layer 1 assets, you can go to Merlin Swap. You can trade the Bitmap token. You can trade RuneX. You can trade Doggo to the Moon. A lot of Bitcoin layer 1 assets there. And if you are a builder looking to scale out, so you can bridge over assets, reach out to their team because they can help you out. They are the #1 scaling solution for Bitcoin layer 1 synthetic assets. And we appreciate you guys. It was a great show. It's 556 people still listening to us, still listening to our annoying voices. Thank you guys so much.
And check out ordinalrevolution.com. We have some of the best articles dating all the way back to last year. If you know someone just entering the space, send them our website. We really feel like it can really help them really get started, get caught up to where we are today. And also, if you're going to Bitcoin Las Vegas in May, check this out. We do have a discount for you guys. Get them as soon as possible. Do not wait. And this is even us trying to show you anything. It just gets really expensive. We've seen it happen with last year's Bitcoin conference. So just make sure if you do go, don't pay insane prices. Get them early. And then we also have Bitcoin Amsterdam if you're interested in getting that before it's too late. They are a little bit on the expensive side, so look into that. But we do have a discount on there as well. NordVPN, if you guys are interested in getting a VPN, use Nord. They're my favorite. I like to use different ones, different places. So I'll have it all in the show notes. And it is not illegal to use a VPN. It's privacy. It is one of our amendments, right? So one of our rights. So check that out there if you're interested. And we have Satoshi Converter, and we also have a store. If you're interested in getting merch, we have some of the best merch in the industry. So check us out. And if there is something you want us to add to this, let us know. It's all done through a third party. So you guys, I'm from Switzerland right now. But it's all done through a third party. So you guys, we do not see your address. We do not see your name. So it's all done through there. So check that out. We appreciate you guys. We are live Monday to Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Central, 8 a.m. Pacific, and then 3 p.m. UTC. Check us out, guys, all week. And until tomorrow, we'll see you then.
Peace.
That's not going.
We OG, or no OG. You're not bullish enough, yeah. Oh no, you're not bullish enough. You ain't got the oh no. I get stoned by the bolo. Bitcoin set to Olo, yeah. Experts on reload, yeah. You're not bullish enough, yeah. Oh no, you're not bullish enough. You or no. I get stoned by the bolo. Bitcoin set to upload. Experts on reload. Mempool getting hot. Everybody wanna rock. Ayy. Runes is coming. Everybody on a knot. Ayy. It's a nuisance. Ordinal Revolution. Ayy. Ordinal Revolution. Yo, it's my guy for real, bro. Got friends right now. Yo, BRC 420, bro. Yo, that shit on fire, bro. Imagine if he in here. Yeah, like it in the seal. Murder. I got balls of steel. Nuki on the field. Yeah, this shit for real. With no calls, I get so far. Got 100 phone calls that I go hard, and they gon' love me. Smoke weed, huddle back. I get shiesty. Where my Bitcoin looking lovely. All this Satoshi's nothing above me.